also watching the stream at the same time as playing in it, you're cheating. And the reason is, the reason is because unlike Foundry, where Foundry I've created a player um, that all of your characters are, it has somewhat ownership, it has observant ownership to your characters. So the viewers can see, what you guys see. I can't do that with D&D Beyond unless I create a complete different account. And then there's always these weird cookies where one has to be logged in with another one account, or one with another. And it's a little bit more than I'd rather do, to be honest. So if you're watching on the Twitch stream, you actually see what the DM sees. So, I mean, you see where I've put the monsters and stuff like that if we're doing intention crawl. So I would suggest you not to do that. But I mean, let's face it. If you wanted to cheat, you always could. I mean, my things are shared. So if you really want to go in D&D Beyond and click on the adventure and read what the heck we're doing, you could. So like there's no reason like if you wanted to cheat, there are many, many, many ways of cheating. And if that's your game, then go for it. I mean, if that's what you find fun, by all means go for it. I'm just letting you guys know about with the stream, just so you don't get surprised and go, "Wow, I just saw all the stuff I didn't want to see." So
Okay.
so if you, because I know some of you do. I know, I mean, Tommy's not in this game anymore, but I know Tommy would do that, watch the stream and stuff as well. So just be aware of that. That the stream for this game, you can see everything. Um, it won't matter so much like if you missed a game, because all the times whatever you saw, like if you're watching one of the previous games, so you can see what happened, what you missed. I mean, big deal. You see some stuff that eventually the players will see anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. But okay, I have not been this nervous about starting a new campaign for a long time, and just the reasoning is because I really think this is a really good campaign, and I'm really hoping that I can deliver it to you the way it should. Now, when I say sandbox of a game, because it is more difficult doing a sandbox, and I'm glad I'm doing it in maps. Foundry is a lot harder to do sandbox than maps is. Um, you still need to stay in a city. So it is an actual sandbox, but sandbox has got like boards around it, right? so, so if
Hey,
you
hush!
went,
Run away! Run
yeah,
away!
if you're like fuck the city, I read about some cool place, on the backgrounds. Let's go there. Now you're kind of out of the adventure. So the adventure, I mean, you can pick whichever. There's 5 factions. Yeah, I'm sure you've all read. There, you can join a faction. You can join. You can work with a couple of factions. Try to get a couple of them together. Good luck getting all 5 together. Or work with no factions at all. You can go to different places. You can ignore their quests and do your own shit. So it's very sandboxy, but which also is a big challenge for me as a DM, but hopefully fun for you guys. But but yeah, you obviously just do the sandbox is the city of Drakkenheim. Okay, we won't do the character introductions yet, as that's going to actually part of the story. So what starts with tonight is that um, even though each of you have your own reasons for venturing into Drakkenheim, you've been hired by Aaron Marlowe to guard his caravan after the last group that they hired stiffed them at the last minute. They'll pay you. It's a they. Sorry. I'll try to get you seeing this. They'll pay you 25 gold for the trip upon arrival in Emberwood Village. What he says, or they say, sorry, you couldn't pay me any amount of money to go into that city, but there are people willing to risk it for the right price. Those people got to eat, and honest folk can make good profit feeding them. Still, there's bastards who just want to take it, and that's where you come in. So Aaron Marlowe was a lean person in their mid-40s with shoulder-length brown hair under a leather cap. They wear a slightly shabby woolen Travers jacket and well-worn slacks. Chatty, yet professional, with an opinion about everything, like your taxi driver or your barber. They enjoy having company on the road as much as they enjoy having the extra protection. So you guys are traveling to Drakkenheim. And as you guys travel along the road, Aaron asks you about your reasons for traveling to Drakkenheim. So this is when we get to introduce. So you guys will, one of you will introduce one of your characters. Then Aaron will talk about, his own story. So who wants to start? Now, this is also where you would share your character, and if you want to share your goal, you can. You don't have to. Some of you may have goals that you don't want other people to know about, and that's perfectly okay. So who would like to start?
All right, I'll go first. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Billy.
So I'm Liza.
I
I'm
know
from the
you.
academy. I'm from the academy. I came here with Ice Knife, and we were roommates there.
Ice Heart. Nice try, though.
Ice Heart. I think I just read your spell, Ice Knife. I think that's why. Ice Heart. I came here with Ice Heart. We were roommates at the academy, and I wanted to come to Drakkenheim to really try to see if I could figure out what's going on with the blight, and if I could figure out what makes it up, and maybe down the road figure out how to cleanse this area. So that's my interest. I spent a lot of time at the academy. I really owe the academy everything because they kind of took me out of the goblin areas. I was born with magic, and I was kind of shunned by my family and thrown out to live on my own. And somebody ran into me and turned me over to the academy. So that's my story. I'm here hoping to maybe investigate the blight and see what's going on. I had a good time at the academy with Iceheart as well. We were quite the duo.
Yes, Emberwood Village. It's the only settlement within 2 weeks' travel of Drakkenheim that hasn't been abandoned. It's about 5 miles south of the Dark City. Go ahead, Todd.
I'm with her. As she said, we're from the academy, and I'm here to further the goals of the academy and retake the tower. Good luck with you.
There's a number of fortune seekers, mercenaries, prospectors exploring the ruins that turn that sleepy village now into a boon town again. That's definitely why I'm going there. You may not like the prices there in Emberwood Village, but it's much like Alaska in that way. Nobody wants to be there. And all the prices, all the things have to be shipped up there from a long place away. So everything's expensive, but that's how I can make my money. The Alaska part was obviously for you guys.
Yeah.
But much like Alaska, when the only people up there are because of oil, because they can make money, everything's frickin' expensive. All right, who else wants to go?
One guy goes and he says, "Oh, I'm from Drakkenheim. I was born Fey until I became what you see now from the comet. I didn't used to have these oils on my skin or this dirty brown fingers, but the delirium corrupted me and my mate Popple. She's somewhere in the city. She used to have beautiful purple and orange hair. And the last I saw, she had tentacles sprouting from her face. I have to find her and fix whatever has been done to her."
Matthew, I loved the portrait you picked for your character that goes with your story. Like, super bravo. I mean, don't get me wrong. I liked a lot of people's backstories, but Matt was one that took my heart. That was just like, wow, you've really got into it.
That was like about
Totally.
an hour's worth of AI image generation at Midjourney.
That's pretty awesome.
No, good for you. So Aaron continues, most farms and villages within 100 miles of Drakkenheim have been abandoned. Crops and livestock don't grow anymore, as the water and soil are contaminated by foul magic. That's why I can charge for bottled water there.
I can create water.
Oh, hush you. Don't tell anyone that. Okay. Lauren, Mark?
I'll go. So I'm Voros, somewhat like Mud Pie. I actually used to live in Drakkenheim with my family, and when the comet struck, I lost everything. I haven't been back since, and I'm heading in there to see if I can find any of my old memories of my family.
Okay. The folk of Emberwood Village rely on outside supplies entirely. So that's what I come in. And Flamekeeper Hana, a priest of the Sacred Flame, provides seed funds to attract us caravanners. So she actually pays us to go there. To make sure that the town survives.
Zenz is a human, and or appears to be a human, and is nervous and doesn't talk much. And when he does, he changes the subject. And the only thing extraordinary about him is how unextraordinary he appears to be. Just looks like a regular human guy who has no business maybe going into Drakkenheim, or maybe he has all the business in the world. You wouldn't really be able to discern what his motives are. So, but he's looking around a lot. Eyes are darting left and right.
He's a 5'10" white male.
Yeah.
Brown hair, brown eyes, no facial marks.
Nope. Yeah, he's clean.
So Aaron says, once we get there, I'm going to be staying in Emberwood Village for a few weeks, selling my goods. Of course, you guys would, nothing wrong with you giving me back the money I gave you for my food. I hope you did pack some, though, because, I don't want to be an entrepreneur, but food is one of the most important things there. So I admit, all this, me paying you and all this travel, it makes the food cost a little higher. Plus, foods. The haze, they call it. It spoils food. So with all the crops and everything, all the farms gone, food's quite the commodity. And if you're interested in heading into Drakkenheim, I can offer to introduce you to my friend and frequent business partner, Armin Gainsbury, who runs a supply company in Amberwood Village. He sells useful adventuring equipment, and he can provide probably good advice about exploring the ruins.
What was that name again?
Armin Gainsbury. But Aaron's gonna introduce you to them right afterwards.
Yes, I just like to take notes.
You bet. So if you want, Matt, I will copy paste the information that he gave you in Discord. Let me make it easier for you. So there you go. I may have elaborated, but that's the short form part of it. Also, one thing I do want to bring up when it comes to note taking, obviously, all of you or none of you can do it. That's fine. I hope at least one person doing it. But when it comes to treasure, there should be one person keeping track of the loots. Most items I give you will be in D&D Beyond, so it's always a good idea for people to actually choose who goes what in those items. They can just add it to their character. But as far as loot, as in money and items go, you you've always in the past been very capitalistic and just divided it equally and given it to everybody. But may I suggest other ways of doing it? These are just suggestions. But you can be, communistic and not divide it and just have a pool of money that you guys can use for different things. Like, let's say you want one of your players got corrupted and you want to go and pay to get that person uncorrupted or whatever. Or let's say the front laner really wants some plate mail and you think it's a good idea for everyone's purpose to have everyone to have plate mail. So that's one, very communist way of looking at it. There's also a socialist way of looking at it is having, divide it equally, but having like the party as one of those equal parts. So then the party will also have X amount of money to be able to use for different things similar to restorations or, things like that. So just examples that you don't have to just divide it equally and go by it. There's other ways of doing loot. Okay. But somebody should still be the treasure keeper. So someone that's going to be here regularly to make sure that they keep. I will copy paste treasure into Discord so you can keep track of treasure. And in this place, it doesn't just sell the value. It really does depend on what item you're selling and to whom. Okay, so while most of the journey is uneventful, you're a few days from Drakkenheim. After 2 weeks traveling on the road, the countryside turns dreary and desaturated. You pass many abandoned villages with dilapidated homes, crumbling farmsteads with sallow, empty fields, and forests of dead trees. Thorny brambles and harsh scrubgrass are all that grow along the mudslick road. Drizzling rains fill most days, and the wind howls at night. Aside from the creaking wagon wheels, you only hear the cawing of crows. And then, Canadians. Oi, oi! Hold there, friends. You're traveling on a road, eh? In these troubled times, it falls to loyal servants like ourselves to keep these highways free of reprobates and outlaws, eh? I'm afraid we'll need to collect a fee to ensure your safe passage to the capital, eh? So this person who's talking in combat, it's
combat, not even waiting,
not even waiting.
So what's his name? Is Armin still with us? Or are we like on our own now?
No, you haven't got there yet.
Okay.
Yeah, you're still a couple days out. You're protecting this caravan. All right, so I put you guys on here. Now you'll see that there's squares. You don't have to keep the squares. It's like, kind of like Baldur's Gate. You go where you need to go. The squares are good or for, approximate. But we've played enough fantasy games to kind of know, the distance of things. There is a ruler on the left-hand side. If you click on ruler, you can actually measure things. And no one else sees your measurements, which can be, I find really nice. Because there's nothing like when it's your turn, having everyone else, preparing their turn, which is good for them, but seeing their measurements all over the place when you're trying to do your shit.
So we can point, yeah?
Oh, yeah, there's a pointer where you can use to go, this guy over here, and this guy over there, and over that one. Also, you can highlight different people. If you click on the icons, you click on an icon, above there's a border color, and you can actually change different border colors to different things. I use those personally on the DM side to be able to okay, this one's poisoned or whatever. So I'll put a green line around them. But you guys can also use them. So you can use them yourself to remind things like, hey, let's focus fire on that guy. And now all of a sudden there's 2 ice hearts. Look at that.
I'm learning how to use it, okay?
Yeah, that's fine. You can add your own player icon. There's even a companions tab if you guys ever got familiars for me to kill. There's a companions tab for you to put it in there. You can also move the monsters, so just be aware of that. Again, this is very much like a real tabletop where you can, if
Bump the
we
table.
were all around the table and you wanted to pick up a monster token, you could. Advised not against it, but there you are. When it comes to combat, you do everything through in D&D Beyond. You will see in the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see a game log where you can click on if you want. It'll come up and it'll keep track of the log. Also in D&D Beyond, when you click on things, D&D Beyond on the character sheet side also has a game log. It's like a couple of double arrows to the right on the side of the screen to the right of your builder. And you can click on that and you'll see the, whatever the chat log is. It also pops up when someone else makes a roll. You'll see it kind of pop up in yours. You won't see my rolls, and that's okay because I cheat.
Okay.
Oopsies.
Also, when it comes to combat, I set up an encounter tracker separate that none of you guys see. When I have it set up is when I'll ask you to roll for initiative, because otherwise, if you roll initiative and I don't have it set up, I don't clue it in. But when I have the combat tracker up, I see all your hit points. I see your passive perception. I see your AC, all that type of stuff. I can click on monsters and actually use their abilities right from the D&D Beyond character sheet, which makes it really handy for me. So once I actually have it set up, which sometimes takes me a few seconds, then I'll ask you to roll for combat. Then you can roll, and I see everything go in. So it does mean there's some things I don't like, which I'm hoping that they're going to improve in the future. And I'm looking at their map, and it does look like they are going to be in the future. There is no, these are just tokens, right? Even as a DM, if I double click on that token, nothing happens. There's no way for me to look at, the individual character sheets. So that means I have no health bar to show you. And I always found that annoying playing in person.
Which one's more injured?
Which one is more injured, and that kind of thing. So that, unfortunately, that's something that we'll have to communicate with, which is too bad. And the other thing is templates for your spells. They don't have it yet. But you know what? All of us have been playing in Foundry for so long. We know how big a fireball is. We know how big. You know what I mean? So I will make the call, but it's pretty easily to figure out who's going to be caught in it without drawing anything, at this age. I hope they are going to put that in the future, but right now it's not. Okay, I complained. I talked a lot, so let me actually get to as a reminder, at the beginning of every game session, you guys do have inspiration. Some of you don't have that clicked off on your character sheet. I would advise you to.
One question.
Yep.
I know how to click attacks and saving throws and damage, I think, but how do you do advantage, disadvantage?
You actually right click on the thing,
yeah.
and it'll pop up whether it be advantage or disadvantage, and then you click roll. Same thing with damage. You can right click on the damage to say this is going to be a crit. Now, there's no automations. However, in some ways, as you guys know, that actually is a good thing, because there's no, having me to undo something. Please recast your spell. Please put your concentration back on. Just like, again, around the table with friends, you can just, deal with it, which is nice. Okay, I have my encounter set up. Go ahead and roll for initiative. And you guys don't see the combat tracker, which means you can't meta to know which monster comes first.
That's true.
That's true, but you can tell after a round of combat. You could probably remember how it goes. Okay, I can see everybody has rolled for initiative, so I'm going to start the combat right off the bat, and my bandits actually go first. Go figure. So you're like, fuck you, Canadians. You ain't getting shit. So the bandits are actually going to go first. They are going to fire their light crossbows. And Voss dodges out of the way. And then Mud Pie, unfortunately... Oh, wow, your AC is a lot better than I expected. Never mind. Mud Pie gets missed by a crossbow bolt. Zenz gets missed by a crossbow bolt. And Liza gets hit.
She's going to cast Shield.
All right. So that means your AC increases by 5, which means it goes from 13 to 18. And the crossbow bolt still hits. But it's up for the rest of the round. You take 5 points of piercing damage.
All right. Do I? So I
So
do
in
that
your character
myself.
sheet, you'll see the little around your hit points area. There's a box, and you can put in 5 and click damage, and it automatically, like, I can see that you only have 1 hit point left. Man, your con is your favorite, isn't it? And I can tell, like, right on my sheet that I can see everyone's health. Mud Pie goes next.
Okay. Well, I will cast. Actually, you know what? Do the ruler. Oh. So I had Mud Pie. Sorry, there we go. He will move up a little bit just to get into range and cast Sacred Flame on the one that looks like he's known as Hosh.
Hosh is going to have to make a dexterity saving throw.
DC 13.
He fails.
Okay, so I roll the damage.
3 points of radiant damage.
Okay, and then for my bonus action, I will cast Healing Word on the Hobgoblin. Sorry, Goblin.
Goblin.
Look at that.
Uh,
From 1 hit point to full. There's one good thing about Billy's con being shitty. It's always easy to heal him.
and I click End Turn.
Yeah, there's a just let me know. Yeah, Ice Heart.
All right.
They're a good fireball
Right
range.
there. Wouldn't it be nice if we could do that at first level? Then I'm going to target Mildred with a
Okay.
ice knife. Let's see. Does that roll? Yes, it
I
does.
thought that was your name.
Ice knife is no. That's just my favorite spell.
8.
Ice heart. 18 to hit.
18 is a hit for a Mildred.
All right. So, reading the spell, it takes 1d8 piercing damage. Or sorry, 1d10 piercing damage, which is 4, and
4 piercing damage.
the target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
Okay, roll the 2d6 for me first, please, and that way I can just apply it if they make it. Is it full or none, or half or none, or half or full? Full or half, full or none?
I think it's full or none because it just
Okay.
says. I'm just reading
So
it to make sure.
6 damage, and the DC was what again? I'm sorry.
My spell DC is hard to read because there's a bunch of things all over my screen right now. Where is spell DC on this thing? 13.
13. Okay.
Yeah, and it's a dex save. And it'll affect Santa and Hosh and Mildred.
Okay, well, Hosh didn't take any damage, but Mildred did, and so did Santa.
All right. And then as a bonus action, I use my air movement to go back here. And I am done. End turn.
Boros.
I will. Whoop. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Draw my longbow, and I will attack, I guess, Mildred.
All right. That's definitely a hit. Is that a crit? I don't see if it's a 20 or not. So that's
No, I don't. It wasn't.
Okay, that's definitely a hit. 9 points of damage, and Mildred is no more.
Good job.
Enter.
You will keep.
I like to point out they even have Canadian names.
Mudface.
Liza,
Mudface.
Except Mudface.
Mudface versus
Except
Mud Pie.
That's the Alaskan.
Yeah. Well, I like to say Alaska's not, even though it's kind of in Canada, it's not really Canada. You're thinking Yukon. Liza.
So this I want to use this pointer. So this little bush here, is that big enough for her to hide in?
I'm gonna say, you know what? I'll say yes.
Okay. Then she is going to come over here, and she's going to use her bonus action to hide. And then she is going to ready an action. Assuming that Bogdan's going to come closer, once Bogdan gets within 30 feet of her, she's going to cast Gust on him and try to knock him off his horse.
Okay, you only rolled a 10, but you know what? Actually, you did fail because you have to actually beat the perception. So,
Okay.
So you were not hidden.
All
But
right.
you're going to ready an action on Bogan when he gets closer. Got it.
Yes.
Zens. I have a soft spot for Zens, as that was my last dog's name.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. I didn't try that. I'm going to stand in front of Liza and dodge.
And dodge. All right, it's Bogson's turn. He's going to move his horse over to here. And he's going to fire a crossbow at Zens, which means I have disadvantage on my attack roll with my crossbow. And I do terribly. Okay, then it's
Excellent.
Hosh's turn. Hosh is actually going to move over to here, seeing that they're grouping up is a bad idea for spellcasters, something that they'll learn. Hosh is going to attack Voros with a light crossbow. And that hits Voros, even with his really good armor. That is 5 points of piercing damage. Oh, level 1, how I love you. Sana's going to move over here and attack Zens with her crossbow. Not doing very well. And Mudface is going to get right in front of the horse because he's a dumbass and is going to shoot Zens as well with a crossbow. Yeah, don't. We learn in Canada, don't step in front of the Mountie. Okay, Mudpie.
Pie will charge in, but doesn't make it. He will cast Toll the Dead, DC 13 Wisdom on Hosh.
On Hosh. Hosh has to make a wisdom save. He fails, so he is wounded, so he gets the big damage.
Okay. On my sheet, it only says 1d8.
Should be 1d12 though, so you can just go ahead and roll the d12 on the red d20 in the bottom left-hand corner. Allows you to pick the dice.
Ah, wonderful.
I just see custom roll then, but that's fine. I think everyone sees that as well. 10 damage.
Ooh, nice.
And Hosh hears the bell toll.
And Mudpie will end his turn.
All right. I've lost where I am. There I am. Iceheart.
All right. Oops, no, not point. Thank you. I will move to here. I will target Stana, and I will cast a Ray of Frost at them. 23 to hit.
Yeah.
2 points of damage.
2.
And
however,
reduce their speed.
Yeah.
Reduce speed by 10 feet. And then use the air currents to just hide behind this rock a little bit.
Sounds
and that is
good.
my turn.
Voros.
I'm going to move up, swap out my weapons. I guess I'll just drop the longbow and draw the rapier. Oops. Can't do that. That's also the wrong tool. 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to attack Sana.
12 is a hit. They are wearing just leather armor. 5 points of damage. You stab her with a rapier, and she bleeds all over your hand.
You.
Man, nasty. And that's it.
All right. It is Eliza.
Liza's going to go ahead and she is going to move here, and she's going to throw her dagger at Mudface. All right, actions.
That's definitely a hit. Poor Mudface. 4 damage.
All right, then Liza's going to move back over to here, and she's going to drop prone.
Okay. It is Zen's turn.
Moving to within range of both of them.
Okay.
And then I'm rolling to attack Mudface.
Uh-ohs. That's a miss.
Yeah. That's the end of my turn.
Okay, Bogdan, now that you're actually within range of Mudface, takes out his mace, and he actually gets advantage on attacking you now. So thank you for that.
Pack tactics.
Pack tactics.
Bandit.
He hits you in the head with his mace for 5 points of damage. Then he's going to attack you again. He has multi-attack with his mace. But he missed the second time.
Are we using flanking in this
No.
time around, or okay?
No.
No, I am doing it in the Wednesday game just to see how it goes. Just to see if it stops people from standing in one place and just rolling numbers. But it's just an experiment for Wednesday night.
Yeah.
But no, this guy has pack tactics. That's why he could attack. Plus, he's got the higher ground. He's the horse. That's not a rule. So the bandit drops his crossbow, and Mudface takes out his scimitar and attacks Zen's. And does a very bad job. Mudpie.
Mudpie will cast Toll the Dead.
Toll the
Mudface.
Dead on Mudface. Poor Mudface
DC
has to make a wisdom save.
Mudpie versus Mudface.
Mudface
Yes.
succeeds. So he couldn't hear the bell from all the mud in his ears.
Damn you! And he'll rush up to get into melee range as well and end his turn.
Iceheart.
All right. Five. I will target Mudface.
Mhm.
And I will Ray of Frost them. 13 to hit.
It hits.
Have 5 points of cold damage. Reduce your speed by 10. And then flitter back to here. I'm done.
Oh my god, Mudface has taken 2 attacks and is still standing like a true Canadian. He's getting her done. Vorus. Oh, giving her. Sorry, getting her done is Southern. Canadian is he's just giving her.
All right. Well, I'm gonna attack Mudface.
Goodbye, Mudface.
Oh, Mudface. 10 damage definitely takes care of the last of his health. And his, face in the mud.
That was it.
That was it, Liza.
Liza's going to move over here, and I forget what the initiative order is. She's going to cast Gust on Bogdan and try to knock him off his horse.
Okay.
That is a I don't think I can actually click this spell, but it's a DC 13 save.
What type of saving throw? Just my choice?
Strength save. Strength save.
Strength. Okay, he fails the save, and he gets knocked off the horse and lands prone.
And
I like that result. That's a good
and
result.
Liza will drop prone as well.
Okay. The horse without a rider. It's actually the horse's turn next, by the way. I've never bothered. I just had it on the initiative just in case, plus his hit points. He scampers away. Zen. As a reminder, prone means you get to attack with advantage.
Do it now. Well, I
Wow,
put it
that's
on
terrible.
advance. Did I roll 2 of them or just
I
one?
don't know. I don't see that. That's on you.
Oh,
So
okay.
you
I see
right
what
click,
happened here.
and advantage comes up. You click on advantage, then you click roll.
So is this where we learn your true character?
Yeah, the vampire fangs. Weird, eh?
It's like, why are you
That's
fighting
a
them?
miss.
All right. No, I just kind of wrestled him with him on the ground a little bit.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's right. No, darling, I have no idea how that boar got his blood sucked out. All right, Bogdan stands up, moves over here so he doesn't fall off the edge of the world, and attacks with his mace against Zen. Barely. Oh, no, that is a hit. So I thought your AC was 19. It is 18. He hits you with a mace for another 5 points of damage. And then he attacks you again and hits you again for another 5 points of damage, which puts you unconscious.
I am unconscious. I am tanking.
He is then going to move to here. That's all he can do because he had to stand up from prone. Mud Pie.
I will come up to Bogdan and pull out his dagger and swing.
Uh-huh.
Seeing Zen's, he will also cast Healing Word on him.
And look at that. Zen's almost back up to full.
Ending his turn.
Well, level 1.
Level 1. Isn't it great? Ice Heart. Don't worry. You only have to put up a level 1 tonight.
Turn hand off. There we are. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I will shoot Bogdan with a Ray of Frost.
All right.
Ooh, 13?
Well, 13 probably would have hit, but you're trying to get around, make sure you don't hit Mud Pie, so you kind of edge a little bit to the... Oh. Well, in that case, you hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
At least it wasn't an ice knife.
Yes. 5 points of cold, and his speed is reduced by 10.
Yep.
And then I will flit, which is what I'm calling it now, to there. Trying to get closer to the horse to calm it down. I'm done.
Voros.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Try to poke him with my sword. Nope.
No, you're not.
You're rolling like me.
And that's it.
I'm the only one rolling well. Like, though at least I am rolling well, which is very shocking.
Eliza.
If you were playing a paladin, you'd be rolling like me.
Maybe that's the hint. I shouldn't play anything that gets close to melee.
Hopefully, I think you guys are going to take down Bogdan, so I'm going to try to get the horse. I'll move up to the horse.
I will need an animal handling check for the horse.
Damn. Beat me to it. Oh, nice roll.
You're busy trying to shoot Mud Pie. You actually calmed down the horse and grabbed his reins.
All right.
Zens, you are prone. You do have to use your free manipulate to pick up your weapon. Unless you don't want to pick up your weapon. That's up to you.
Well, yeah, I don't have a weapon.
Okay, never mind. You're just biting everyone. That's not sus. That's not sus at all.
I have a shield.
He's one of those mutant people.
So I'm going to move to there and fight Bogdan. No, I'm not.
No, you're not. You left your teeth in the floor. You forgot to
Yep,
pick them up.
I gummed him. Yeah, next turn, next person.
All right. Well, Bogdan's realizing that. Oh, what the hell? That guy came back up. He's going to bonk you with a mace to get you put you back down where you belong. But he missed. And then he's going to swing at Voros. But he does hit Voros, and Voros takes 5 points. Oh, yes, 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Gee.
Mud Pie.
Bud Pie, get out of my shot range. I'll hit you if you stay in the way.
Well, we'll see what happens. But Pi will take the dagger and try and jam it in his knee.
Nope.
How sad. And he'll sort of flank around
Get
over
out of the
here.
way of Ice
Yeah, I think that guy's trying to
Yeah.
hit you, Mudpie.
I know why they call her Ice Heart now. And he'll end his turn.
Yes, you do.
All
I'm
right.
quite willing to hit you if you get in my way. So
Ice Heart.
I will again Ray of Frost this guy. No, I won't. I miss.
Wow,
Luckily,
you guys are
Mudpie's
amazing.
not in the way to get hit.
That's right, because I totally would have. You know I would have.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm here to make sure that the horse doesn't run away with my friend.
Okay. So basically,
I'm done.
you want to make sure that Liza doesn't run away with your horse. Got it. Voros.
Yeah, but I'm saying it nicely.
Poke him with the sword.
Poke him with. Oh my God! You guys finally hit. You know his AC's not that good, but that was like these 5 misses in a row. But then a hit. 4. I spoke too soon. 4 damage.
And bonus action, I'm going to second wind. Whoa. Or 7.
That's okay.
It's
Nothing
a
wrong with
decent
that.
second wind.
Oh, pretty good.
Second win. That's average.
And that's it.
Hey, look here. You're almost at full again. Liza.
Okay, Liza is going to.
It takes half a move to mount a horse, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not going to mount him. I'm just going to kind of lead him by his reins. So I'm going to move him up here too. So kind of lead him by his reins to right there, so that Ice Heart isn't in my way, and then I'll cast Chill Touch at Bogdan.
That's a hit.
I keep telling you that spell is misnamed.
3 points of necro damage, and he can't heal. Oh no.
And that's all she is doing.
Zens.
And I told
Come
you,
on,
don't
Zen,
cast
got
that
him.
spell. Don't cast that spell out.
Is that a crit?
That is a crit.
All right, so make sure to right click on the damage and choose critical.
It automatically did it,
Oh,
which
good.
is cool.
Even better.
So a cool 8.
8 points of critical bite damage. Now he's starting to look just like the vampire, assuming vampire likes. He's starting to bleed heavily.
Yeah, and I healed a full there. 13. I blew the fanged bite thing and healed a full.
Okay, you see that he is quite terrified of the vampire now, and he is focusing fire on that vampire to try to save his life. He misses. Because he's fearful, he swings wildly at the creature with teeth. He is then going to provoke attacks of opportunity from Mudpie, Voros, and Zen as he tries to get the fuck away.
That 19.
Mudpie is definitely a hit. Zen's is a hit.
Mm-hmm.
7 damage from the rapier. 6 damage from the bite.
Oh, there it goes. It showed.
Oh, the 7 was a hit for me, so that's probably a miss, not damage.
Yeah, that's a miss. Sorry. So Mudpie took the damage. I did the... Oh, I have to put back. Okay, anyway. he does drop. You guys have fought off the bandits and finished your first combat in the campaign.
Hey, anyone want a horse?
Yes.
All right, here you go, Isar. I knew you wanted it. I'm not really a horse person.
That's
But,
fine.
Yeah, horses
That
are
way I
afraid
don't
of me.
have to walk.
Can I
And
loot?
once we get into town, we might be able to sell this horse for some capital.
Can I loot the corpses, Darren?
The corpse, they just have leather armor, but you can take them if you want. They have scimitars, light crossbows. The Bogdan had a heavy crossbow and a mace, but other than that, they did have all leather armor. But
All right.
they have, the horse tracks are easy to follow.
Ooh. We go see
Well,
where they came from.
before we go see where they came from, weren't we employed by someone to protect them?
Yeah, but
Aaron thinks if you, he's happy that, you finally did something because,
Yeah.
he paid you to protect, and there you are protecting, so good. He thinks that they think that if you want to go and track down the bandit encampment to make sure that these dangerous Canadians don't,
Or
shake
Wolverine
down
on you?
anybody else, by all means,
All
follow
right.
them north.
As collateral to prove that we actually are planning on coming back, I'll leave the horse here. The most valuable thing that we own.
Hey, Zens, do you want a scimitar or any of these weapons?
Yeah, what's up with you biting everyone?
Yeah, it's kind of my thing,
Yeah.
So I put a mace and scimitar in my inventory and 5 leathers. Is that right?
Yeah, if
I put
you're gonna carry
one
that
le-
much?
Okay, never
I
mind.
took one leather armor, stuffed it in my pack, and I took one scimitar that I'm not proficient in, and a light crossbow that I am proficient in.
Okay. I have a mace, one of the scimitars, and 1 leather.
I grabbed 2 of the scimitars, actually. I realized I could use that.
So you guys are gonna track the bandits.
Yes, after I've, reamed out lies of casting necromantic spells in public.
I think that was okay, wasn't it? In the
No. That's one of the things we're not supposed to do, if I remember reading correctly.
I thought it was summoning undead, or was it just necromancy? Period.
It's necromancy, period, as far as I remember.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll try
That
not
was
to
in the
do that.
forbidden section.
Zen's is very okay with that.
Yeah, you guys aren't in
Yeah,
the
you know
academy
what?
anymore.
Are you
Speaking
guys going to
of-
do a short rest before following the bandit track, or are you good?
How good?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Point of
not-
fact, actually, I'm going to cast a spell. If I can get all these stupid dice rolls out of my way. Mage Armor!
Okay.
Because my AC sucks, and I don't like that.
Okay, you follow them into you follow the trail to an old barn a few miles off the road. The barn is guarded by about a half dozen bandits.
I don't know about this. I don't have any magic if we get hurt.
Yes, your magic will be very useful for healing them when they get hurt.
Do you want to try to surprise these guys or attack from range or?
Is there any scrub around the area, Darren?
Yeah, you should be able to sneak up on them if if I don't know, 3 of you make good stealth checks.
I'm for the sneak up on them so that we can get in range and maybe do something useful against them.
Okay, I guess we're tying up your horse before we do that, right?
Nope, I left my horse with the caravan. I was smart. I had 2 reasons for doing it. Just for the record, I'm not super stealthy or anything.
No, neither am I.
No.
I am, but I'm wearing armor that kind of prevents it at the moment.
Attack
all
them at
good, though.
range? Is that what I'm hearing? How close do you guys want to get? I presume you guys want to get within 30 feet, just to make it so that you can charge them.
Yeah, let's go ahead and try to sneak. The only downside is we could fail.
And die.
I'm happy with either range or face to face. So
I'm going to try to sneak up, following the party.
All right,
Not
so
leading
all
the
of you
party.
make stealth checks, and as long as the three of you do a decent job, you will get the jump on them.
Oh, not me.
I have to roll twice. I'm sorry.
Oh, after all,
Why? There
yeah.
should be disadvantage. Does it not
Yes.
automatically? When you wear armor, it should automatically put disadvantage on your stealth, should it not?
It didn't. I have
Weird.
the D next to my thing, and it didn't. So I'm just gonna reroll with disadvantage.
Odd. It definitely should, but so I'm a bit surprised at that. Well,
So
so
my
all you
first.
stealth checks. Okay, you guys did succeed. So if you're going to attack them, you will get a surprise round. I'll keep you guys right where you are right there, because otherwise, you won't be in cover. So go ahead and roll for combat.
I'm taking my time. Let them see all the rest of the party first.
Okay, everybody's rolled. I will start, and Voros gets the jump.
I will target the nearest one to the party. So this one in the upper right.
Yeah, I'm actually going to start because I'm going to put A, B, and so on, so you guys will be able to.
Perfect. I'm attacking 8.
10 is a miss.
And that's it.
Okay. Mud Pie.
Sacred Flame on A. DC 13 Dex.
Dexterity saving throw. He zigged when he should have zagged.
Okay, roll damage. Did it pop up? I rolled it on my sheet. It was 5.
There it is.
5 points of radiant damage. Okay. Anything else?
Nope, end turn.
Zens.
Going to
You have like
dash
a 50 move?
dashing.
Oh, you're dashing.
I do.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Dashing to
Dashing
there
across the field.
and ending my turn.
And ending your turn. Okay, the bandit's turn goes, which means they can now use
Hey,
reactions.
I get a
Liza.
turn.
Liza.
Oh, I see. Okay. Sorry. When you said the bandits get a turn, I'm like, wait, what?
They have their turn, which means
Yeah,
they
yeah,
can
yeah,
now
yeah,
use
yeah.
reactions.
Got it.
Liza is going to move to there and shoot her newly acquired light crossbow at number B.
Number B smells like the color orange. Hits. 4 damage.
And Liza is going to drop prone. And that will end her turn.
Ice
Liza
Heart.
should have been Mud Pie because she likes to get down in the mud.
Hmm.
I will
You
go
make
up to
fun of me.
here to shoot at A and a clear shot so not to hit Zen. If it needs I have to go further north, I go further north, but then head back down. So I don't leave the map.
Sounds good.
16 to hit.
That's a hit.
Take 8 points of cold, -2 to your move, and I
Minus-
give myself a
Doesn't matter.
10.
You slaughtered
Minus
the
everything
bandit.
to your move. Got it. I am done.
Voros.
I'm gonna move up. And I'm gonna shoot at B. I guess not.
Well, you shoot.
Hmm.
It's
End
dismissive.
turn.
Mud Pie.
Mud Pie will Sacred Flame on B.
All right, we'll have to make a
13.
dexterity saving throw. Fails, and it's going to take some radiant damage.
Okay.
A
That's
damage.
sad. And he'll just. I'll just sort of move up here a little bit and end his turn.
Oh yes, let's get everyone in the way of the long range shooter.
Zens.
Thank you, Zen.
Oh, he just wants to be surrounded. Does he do a whirlwind thing?
No, dodge.
Dodge? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, they attack, and they're going to be attacking with B, C, and D are going to be attacking with disadvantage against the strange looking Matrix guy. Miss. Miss. I'd like to point out you missed out on a crit, by the way. Miss.
Oh.
This guy goes over to here and shoots at Voros with a crossbow. And Voros' AC, let me double check. Man, I always no, that's a miss. Oh my god, I thought you had an 18 AC. You have a 19 AC. Good for you.
Oh,
And this
nice.
one goes over here and attacks with a crossbow as well against Voros and misses. Look at that. The bandits did no harm. Just like the Canadian military. Liza.
Liza is going to stand up, move north a little bit, and shoot at B again.
That was terrible.
And then drop prone again. Moves the end of her turn.
Ice Heart.
Move up to Mud Pie and shoot at B. Nice clean shot.
Cold and clean, huh?
18 to hit.
Yep.
Only a point damage.
8 damage.
Then I pop myself over to there. I'm done.
Voros.
I like Zen's plan. You three range have got this. I draw my rapier and I dodge.
You dodge. Mud Pie.
Mud Pie will try another. Oh, he'll do Toll the Dead on B, DC 13 Wisdom.
On B,
I know he's injured.
he hears the bell.
Okay.
Is it toll for him?
Custom roll.
I thought D12s only do a damage, don't they? All right, he heard the bell, and it was for him.
Okay.
Good job.
And then Mudpie will move right here for a couple seconds, then look at Ice Heart like she's super fussy and difficult, and then move back there. Ending his turn.
What? No.
All right, Zens.
All right, attacking C.
That's a hit. 6 damage.
Those cantrip numbers. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Well, this bandit is going to flank you, because that matters, right? It
Yes.
doesn't. But stabs you with the scimitar for 4 points of slashing damage. The other one also attacks, but this one misses. And these guys are going to do the same thing. He's going to go over here to.
Oh, they're going to miss? I like that.
Well, it's possible. Miss Voros, while the other one. Oh, wait, you were dodging. You know what? I didn't even need to. If I added them together, I still did miss you. It was terrible. Liza.
All right, Liza's going to stand up, and she is going to move, and she is going to shoot at C again.
That's a hit. No, it's a miss. Sorry. It's a miss. 11's a miss.
All right, and she's going to remain standing this time.
Oh, something new. Ice Heart.
10, 15, 20. I will shoot C. 18 to hit.
So have you hit every time?
Yeah,
2. No, I
MVP,
missed
Ray of
once.
Frost.
Oh, okay.
I
2
missed
damage.
2, and then I flitter over to there, and I am done. See, I keep out of your way, you keep out of mine. We're working great.
Voros,
I'm gonna dodge.
dodge. Mudpie.
He was injured.
C is injured.
Yep, I'll do the Toll the Dead DC 13.
Does he hear the bell? He hears the bell.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. You've never seen Toll the Dead work so often.
I know.
What's
Usually
going
it's like
So level 1.
Welcome to level 1.
6 points of damage, and he dies.
okay. And Mudpie will just stand where he's at and end his turn.
Zens.
Okay. And I'm going to attack D.
I have made the entire party scared of my character now.
22
We'll
is
get out
definitely a
of the
hit.
line.
5 damage.
And ending turn.
All right, it's the bandit's turn. This guy is wounded fighting the scary vampire guy. He's going to move to here and attack the vampire. I shouldn't assume your gender. Hit again for 4 points of slashing damage. These guys here are still busy attacking Voros. They will get disadvantage on their attacks. Pretty sure 4 is not going to hit. Oh my god. I hit, even with disadvantage. For 4 points of damage. Liza.
Okay, Liza is going to move up to here and shoot at E.
That's a hit. Is that your first hit in the campaign?
I think it's my second.
Oh my.
11 points of damage.
Holy
One
crap.
shot. The bandit. That's what Liza was, gearing up for, right? Aim for the eye, miss. Aim for the eye, miss. Oh, this time.
Aim for the eye, hit. Yay.
That's all she's doing.
It's like, bandit, look over here. Oh, that'll work. Ice heart. There's no clear shot.
I am going to ready an action to shoot someone with my Ray of Frost if there is a clear shot.
Got it.
Oh shit,
Voros.
Zen, she's coming for us.
Hey, I think that provokes, or that
It
meets the
does. Your
condition.
ice ready to action from Ice Heart goes off. Go ahead and shoot your frost.
19 to hit.
That's a hit.
Of course you hit.
4
You
points of
always hit,
damage.
but you just don't do very much damage.
It's
All
the
right.
little things that count.
That's right.
I'm gonna try to poke F.
That's a hit.
Oh, nice.
4 damage. Okay.
And that's it.
If you prefer, I can miss all the time.
Mud pie.
You'll do Toll the Dead on F. Oh, sorry.
Toll
You'll do
the
Toll the Dead on F.
Dead. He hears the bell. Oh my god, the spell's amazing.
Wow, I've never been so lucky with cantrips in my life. It's a 7. It'll show up eventually, I guess.
Is it 7? Okay.
Yeah.
7 points of damage. Oh, there it did. And the bell kills him. Wow, the bell's killed 3 of them now. Zen's, there's only one left. And he's wounded.
Go behind me. Yeah, so you know the drill.
That's a hit. Oh, you
right.
just bit him in the clavicle.
Yeah. Just a little bit. End turn.
Okay, its turn. He's going to run for his life, which means he provokes from Zen. That's a miss.
Hilarious.
Yeah. You see how he moves through? Yeah. See
Yeah.
that? Running away. Run away.
Does he have
Liza.
that much move?
Sure he does. He's particularly scared. He's got the zoomies.
Adrenaline.
That's his mutant power. The
That's right.
zoomies.
And there's
Is it Liza's
a brown
turn?
strip that's right about there that you might slip on.
That's the material casting
Yeah,
component.
that's right. Liza.
That's what they invented bows for.
That's a hit. And that's all you do, eh? Just 11 damage. And the bandits are wiped out.
Police their gear.
All right, so they of course have crossbows, light crossbows, leather armor, scimitars, and so on. But they have spoils.
Liza, top up your ammunition, if you don't mind.
And
Okay.
in their spoils, they have 75 gold in trade goods and coins, so a total of 75 gold worth of stuff, not just coins, and a potion of healing. I would advise one of you to just put it on your character sheet.
Who's viewing treasure?
I don't
I
believe
can do
anyone's
the-
volunteered.
I can do
I
the
know.
gold. I can
Well,
do the treasure.
All right,
Oh, unless,
Billy, you're involved. You're in charge of treasure.
all right. So 75 gold pieces of gold and trade goods.
Yep.
Okay, I'm not doing the potion of healing. Someone take that.
Sure, I'll take it.
Okay, put it on your character sheet.
I'm working on it right now.
And what that means when I say that is if no one volunteers like you just did, then I'll put it on mine, but I won't put it in the. I'll
no
keep
sense
the party
putting
treasure
in
on my.
Subsequent potions of healing will go to frontline fighters, but
Yes.
the sorcerer
That's
can
fine.
have the first one.
And I'll post every time I put something else in here, so I'm
Oh,
keeping it on WordPad. I'll post it in here so people know
That
what all
potion is to heal you guys after the fight. It's not for
Yep.
me. I plan not to be hurt.
Of course.
Okay, so you vanquished the bandits. Good for you guys. You go back to Erin, and then you can travel until you sleep, which is a rest.
Woohoo! We like long rests. We succeed in the long rest, just to confirm.
You do. So you guys are still on your way to the city of Drakkenheim.
There we are.
Is there like a rest button in here somewhere?
Yes,
Yes.
Oh, there. Got it. Take
And you
long
have to
rest.
click it twice
Yeah, you have
because
to
it asks
confirm.
you to confirm. I get caught on that one all the time.
Yeah, short rest is kind of annoying on D&D Beyond. I won't lie. It's kind of a little frustrating for short rest. Same with death saves. It's a little frustrating. It's not intuitive in my opinion. Okay, so you guys travel for a couple more days. And at night, you guys are only like one night away from the village. And a trio of adventurers approach your camp. They're tired, hungry, and are hoping for a place to rest. They are
I look
leaving.
to you.
Huh?
Go ahead.
They are leaving Drakkenheim after failing their quests and losing two of their other companions. They are bitter, defeated, cynical, and never plan to return.
Good. Less competition. I look to our caravan person who he's in charge. Does he want these people here?
He shrugs his shoulders. You're in charge of,
Fine. They look. They don't
Security.
look very dangerous right now. So yeah, they can stay.
Okay.
Do the proper share the camp and the food with these poor people.
Yeah, one of their companions is being
Tell us a
led
story.
along. He's got a big, like, cloak around him and so on. They're kind of leading him to the log to sit down.
What
There you
happened
go,
to him?
Rickard. He had well, he's been contaminated. It's not. Don't worry about the contamination. Contamination from the crystals. You can't catch it from people, so don't have to worry about that. We're hoping that maybe if we leave the area, I mean, there's magic in the town, but we just can't afford it to cure him. So we think if we leave the city, then maybe he'll get better.
Hmm.
I'm
Um,
uh, I'm Ludwig von Graf. This is Endra Jensen, and Rickard Vass is the person who's recovering.
Rickard doesn't still have any of the crystals on him, does he?
No, we don't have any crystals on us.
Don't have to rob these people.
So you guys are you're headed in, I guess, eh? Hopefully you guys will do better than us.
Yes, we should.
I hope so. Are any of you hurt?
Well,
Besides the containment.
yeah. No, we're good. Even if you had anything, we wouldn't be able to afford it. But we can maybe share you a story or two.
Okay.
Stories
I
would
mean,
be good.
I could probably scrounge up some food and purify it if you're hungry.
Oh, we would be very thankful for some food, definitely.
I will take a little bit of my survivor background, which lets me scavenge for food and purify it, according to.
There's Aaron's got the stew ready.
Oh, okay. Have some stew.
Oh yeah, they're thankful. Ludwig eats down the stew. Endra tries to kind of feed Rickard, and Rickard, has like once the food's in his mouth, he chews.
Mm.
So they're going to tell you a story or two, if that's okay.
Yes.
I need somebody to roll a percentile. And if two people roll percentile, that's fine too. So I'll just take the top two.
6.
Okay, 6.
That would have been a great roll.
The trolls of King's Gate will let you pass for a price, but it will cost you an arm and a leg.
Probably literally.
So I will put that rumor in chat. That's freaking awesome. And someone rolled a 10. What are you guys really rolling percentile?
Yes.
I am shocked.
Yeah.
Queen's Park Garden is filled with flowers, unlike any you've ever seen. They glow with a strange color to them, and some people said that they have immense healing properties. So I will copy, paste that in Discord as well.
Oh, sorry, I just recopied over what you pasted in Discord. I pasted it the wrong. I saved
That's
it the wrong
fine.
place.
I know what you're trying
So-
to do, and that's okay.
Were these guys trying to get anything specific in their little adventure, or were you guys going for anything?
Well, at this point, Rickard throws off his cloak, and you see some horribly disfigured person with a tentacle on his back. And it tries to attack Endra, who is feeding him stew. So let me set up this combat one moment. Unless you just watch him destroy Endra, which is okay too.
No. Help
We
her.
intervened.
Oops.
I'm not evil.
It's a tentacled drag. All right. And okay, it's set up. Go ahead and roll for combat.
16. Ooh, high combats.
Look at those decent rolls. Zen's is first. He gets the jump as Rickard is about to eat Endra's face.
Okay.
He's going to show him how it's done.
I'm gonna go for the grapple on Rickard.
Okay.
Okay. Beat that. Wait, that was a
I
save.
don't. That's
I rolled a
okay.
save, but it's
You're
plus
supposed to roll
2 anyway.
You're supposed to roll athletics, but yeah. You have grappled the tentacle person.
All right, and then I'm just going to. Can I push him back away from Andra?
Sure.
The rest of my move, maybe 10.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
Voros.
I'm gonna come in here and poke Rickard. I'm assuming we can't heal this guy.
If you have powerful magic, yes, you could. 16 is a hit.
You know, when you're level 9, it's easy.
10 points of rapier damage. Oh my god. Speaking of
And
rape,
that's it.
Ice Heart.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Nice clean shot. Ooh, and I miss with an
You
8, I
miss.
presume.
That's a miss.
And then I flip to there.
Voros ducks at the right time.
And I am done.
Mudpie.
Toll the Dead. DC 13.
Toll the Dead.
Bong.
DC what? Sorry, what was your DC?
13.
He can't hear the bell. He's got tentacles in his ears.
End turn.
Liza.
What the shit? So Liza pulls out her dagger and her scimitar that she's not proficient with, and she's going to use 2-weapon fighting. Dagger in the main hand.
Liza, we were born with magic for a reason.
14 is a hit.
Voros
4
can't figure out if
damage.
she's a caster, a sharpshooter, or a dual wielder.
She's
Hey,
a Billy
and,
character.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then she's going to use her scimitar, which I actually modified this so it is the damage is correct on it. But that probably
9
makes
is a
anyway.
miss.
And she didn't get her proficiency bonus on that. And then because under the new rules, that's not a bonus action to use an offhand attack, so I still have a bonus action, and I am going to use a nimble escape to disengage.
Okay.
Back up a little bit.
Yeah, actually, when my new players are just learning how to play D&D on Sunday nights, they have a rogue. He's only played once or twice now. When going through explanation of offhand attacks, I just skip they don't do the bonus damage because of your. It's so confusing.
It's your offhand, so you
your offhand.
it's not as strong,
Yeah,
and therefore
but
you
I
don't
just,
do as much
you're
damage. But
trying
it's
to
a
teach the
dex-based
rules.
damage, so
Yeah, exactly. So you're trying to teach the rules. I just skip that part of. You know what? It just does whatever damage to the listener sheet.
Well, if you want me to change it
No,
back,
no. These people have never played before, and I'm trying to make it easy for them. It's already complicated enough. There's a move action and a bonus action and a regular action. There's also a reaction.
manipulate action
There's
and the free
and you get a
action.
free manipulate action, and it's already confusing enough for all that. So let's not. Yeah. Okay,
You two
so
get away from your friend.
this tentacled creature now goes to Zen's got him grappled, and now the tentacle goes and wraps itself around Zen's. And Zen's managed to kind of like turn so the tentacle, when a boa constrictor tries to get around you, and you kind of grab the tail to make sure it doesn't tight. Maybe it's me that likes a lot of snakes. But anyway, you managed to stop the snake from getting around your neck. Endra does a disengage action and gets away. Like, holy fuck.
Yes, good plan. Almost
Ludwig,
like I suggested you do it.
Ludwig grabs his rapier and goes, "No, Rickard, I'll put you out of your misery." And he stabs it with his rapier, doing some damage, but not enough to slay his former friend. Zen's.
Right. Yuck. I didn't want to bite him anyway.
That's true. Voros.
Move over here and poke him.
That's a hit. And you put the young soldier out of his misery.
I'll be on this side.
Is this whole tentacle thing a common occurrence?
Well, we knew that could happen. Like Ludwig's trying to catch his breath. But, yeah, the crystals, if you handle them, you can get corrupted. There's so many ways to get corrupted in that cursed city. The air you breathe gets you corrupted. And, I guess we didn't. We were hoping if we got him away from the city that he'd change back. I guess not. Well, I hope maybe that'll prepare you for what's up ahead.
Don't breathe. Got it.
No problem.
Okay, you guys could go ahead and do a long rest as the next day you guys are heading into Emberwood.
I have taken a long rest.
A few miles south of Drakkenheim lies Emberwood Village, a humble crossroads along Champion's Way, surrounded by forsaken farmsteads and dark pine forests. Many residents are abandoned and slowly deteriorating with their windows and doors nailed shut. However, the village center is alive with activity. Conversation, laughter, and music resound from several taverns along the main thoroughfare. Amidst a bustling market square, a small crowd of adventurers, merchants, and prospectors busily traffic all manner of weapons, equipment, coins, recovered treasure, and a few strange glimmering crystals. Even the light of the sacred flame still glows within the modest stone chapel at the heart of the town. I have a picture I will share.
Oh.
I'll share it in Discord. I unfortunately can't share it into the VTT yet. I hope they do this. I hope they do it eventually.
Oh, that doesn't look that bad.
It looks horrible. You guys just have no taste. What's with the white tree?
That's
It seems kind of unique.
That's the Elderwood tree. Sorry, Skyrim. You
Except for
arrive
me,
in the
it's an arrow to the
village.
knee.
The Crow and Sons. Well, we'll get to that, I'm sure. You arrive in Emberwood Village in the company of Aaron Marlowe. You're paid the 25 gold each. And while Marlowe doesn't sell goods commonly needed by adventurers, he can give you some friendly advice about town. He invites you to meet you again at the market square in the village. Marlowe can introduce you to looking for adventuring equipment to Armin Gainsbury. Marlowe also suggests visiting the Bark and Buzzard if you're looking for a place to relax and get a good meal. You can ask the owner, Karen Alsberg, about setting you up in one of the empty cottages around town should you need accommodations.
Yes, we will.
So do you guys want to put the 25 in on each of your character sheets? Or do you want to, I assume that's individual and not going in the party loot.
Yes, individually he pays you 25 gold each.
Okay, so everyone put that on their character.
Well, before we get too crazy, my suggestion is that we donate a fifth of that, aka 5 gold, into a party fund. So if one of us gets sick or we need, to heal the healer, we actually have a chance of doing that.
Okay, I'm with that. Is everyone else with that, or anyone else not want to do that?
So plus 25 party treasure, minus 5 for me.
Yep.
Correct.
It's odd that the Canadian's suggesting a socialist type of.
If we're all in this together.
Yeah. I'm generally communist. We always used to, my other group, I was just throw it all in one pot. I'm good with whatever.
I like the fact that we have our own funds for our own problems, but that there's some safety net behind us. I am Canadian.
That sounds very Canadian.
Nice.
Okay.
So while you're in Caravan Court there, of course, there is Marlowe's provisions. And he looks at it as, everyone's got to eat. Don't want to go crouching through dangerous ruins with an empty stomach. So he sells rations, food, and at 5 times the market price. And
Shit.
water costs the same as alcohol.
Oh, this must be
Wow.
product.
Well,
think I did
the
a-
Caravan Court is around a well, by the way, but it's like,
Of course, tainted.
well, the well is even boarded up. It's like they don't even bother. But that's where they, put the caravans are there. There's Gainsbury Expeditionary Supply Company. And his little quote, I guarantee you won't survive long in Drakkenheim without a good rope and a full lantern. Best buy them while your supplies last. He sells things out of the adventuring, out of the player's handbook for your adventuring gear, like
Rope.
cartographer,
Grappling hook.
so that type
Broken
of stuff.
lanterns.
Broken lanterns for twice the amount. So it's only 2 times the amount.
Profiteering much.
Yes.
I think I made a poor choice when I chose the Wizards pack over the Explorer pack.
There's also fair weather trades and exports. When you've been around the world as many times as me, you'll see all manner of treasure. In all my years, I ain't even seen nothing like these rocks. I'm happy to make a barrel or two of gold, delivering it to whoever wants to empty their pockets for him. So he will buy delirium at half the price. Because, buying in bulk. I mean, this is the source, right? He's got to make some money. But he will purchase delirium. And then there's Aldor the Immense. Anyone who says money can't buy happiness doesn't know where to shop. Aldor is a djinn. Hey, ugly one. He's got these guards that are like assassins. His cart is pulled by 2 gorgons. So don't rob his stuff. Is pretty much what it is.
Got it.
But he buys and sells magic items.
Ooh. I like that.
So you can buy your potions of healing here at 100 gold each. Again, that's like double the cost, right? But he also sells greater healing potions for 300 gold each. He sells spell scrolls at 1st, 2nd, and 3rd level. And twice the cost of any expensive components to the scroll, right? So it's 75, 150, 450, plus twice the cost of whatever component. He sometimes has random magic items to sell. And material components for spells up to 5th level or lower. As a reminder for delirium, you're like, well, if the only guy that is going to buy my delirium buys it at half cost, what's the sense of having the cost? Because delirium you can use as spell components, like value spell components.
Yeah.
And it's the value of the actual delirium. So if you have a delirium crystal that's worth 300 gold, hey, guess what? You can cast Revivify. Even if you only can sell the delirium for 150, like in the court, you can, it's worth 300 gold when it comes to spell components and stuff. Or if you're making magic items out of it.
There a chance of getting sick if we use it?
Oh, yeah. If you touch
Material
delirium, you will probably get sick. So it's a good idea to have like, some tongs, some leather gloves, a bag.
That's probably the first thing we should be buying if we're gonna go.
Don't worry. Hey, it's the cheap price of twice the cost.
All right. Touch delirium. Okay. But okay. Got it.
Yeah, so you can also break the crystals down to a powder, which you can put into potions and scrolls, make the ink out into scrolls and so on. Very, very valuable. However, if you do break the crystals and it's not in like an anti-magic zone, weird shit happens. So just, be warned.
So basically, this stuff's like fentanyl.
That's right. It's fentanyl. That's absolutely right.
Radiated fentanyl.
Radiated. So as you guys are looking around the court, a 10-year-old red-headed freckled girl comes up. So your ventures, eh? New ones to Amberville? Gonna go into big city, get some crystals, yeah?
Why do you
So,
ask?
well, I say 'cause you're probably new to town, eh? And you want me to, for a gold, I'll show you around.
I have feet that walk and eyes that see. I do not need your services.
Okay,
So-
okay, no
Wait.
problem.
Wait, show around where? Drakkenheim or Ember?
Oh no, I'm not stupid enough to go to Drakkenheim. That's for you folk. I meant like show you around town here.
I'll flip her a gold and be like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's worth my time.
Okay. Is the funny ice-hearted one coming?
That's
Yeah,
up
she'll-
to them.
Oh, okay. Are you ready for the tour now, or are you gonna get settled and I'll meet you later?
Um,
I
I'm
think it's
okay with
gonna.
the tour now. I mean, we don't even know where we would stay if we wanted to stay.
Yes, you
So-
do if you were listening, but that's fine.
I mean, there could be other options. We
I
haven't
believe
seen
it was go
all-
to the Bark and Buzzard,
Yeah.
talk to name I forgot to write down about staying in one of the abandoned houses in the town.
Yes. So yeah, I'd like this tour. Let's why don't you show us around?
Oh, okay.
Stop being a sourpuss shark.
All right.
Ice
Well,
heart.
first the easy part is well, it's right here at the chapel, Saint Ardena. It's maintained by a flame keeper, Hannah. She can do some magics and stuff. I think the original flame keeper, died not too long after the Big Bang. But she's there and she helps out, with the magics. I think she can even get rid of contamination if you got the coin. She gives it to some people with that really need it, But for adventure types that go in looking for it, yeah, she always charges that. I know there's a couple of flame churchy folk around, a couple of ones. She ain't league with either of them. No matter how hard they try, she just says, and nowadays it's she wants to make sure to serve the people, not uh, other other interests. So she's a good place to go. I mean, there's other obviously them peoples with the high on the high horse, the what they call them, Silver Order. They do stay there a lot, but she ain't part of them. Oh, over yonder, over here, and Todd'll be excited about this because there's one of these in Victoria. There's a Red Lion
Red Lion
Hotel. I used to spend a lot of time there until they shut down the nudie bar. Anyway,
That was in the basement, wasn't it?
yeah, it was. Yeah, the Fox. Anyway, so over there, there's it's the Red Lion Hotel. If you got the coin, it's a nice place. A lot of adventurers before they go in into the city of Drakkenheim, they go there for one night just to have at least one good night before all the end. So it used to be Stavros Manor, they say, the old Reeve of the village there, but now there's not much to Reeve anymore, so he just has a really, really expensive hotel. Lots of good things there. I believe the wizards, the purple, what are they? Amethyst
Amethyst.
Academy. Yeah, yeah. I know they got a representative in there because they're the only ones with the money to do it. To the north there, of course, is you go follow the road to the Drakkenheim. Well, when you're ready. And I know outside of town, there's if you don't worship the burning flame. Oh no, that's not it. The flame, ever flame, flying flame. Anyway, if you
Baker's
prefer
Flame.
yeah. So if you do the old gods, there's a old witch off in the woods there, and if you like that type of thing, she'll uh, light a fire, dance around naked, and cure your herbs and stuff, with cloves and things. Anyway, so she's over there if you do that type of thing. There's the watchtower, and that's where the people who think they're in charge live. Um, the lighthouse people, or what are they called again? Hooded lanterns. Yeah, so they're there. They think they run this town. They don't, but they think they do, and that's over there. Then there's the Skull and Sword Tap House. Um, if you like fighting and drinking and getting into trouble, that's the place you would go. The mugs, the drinks are really cheap there, but you do have to watch out, as there's a lot of fights and stuff that go there too. I heard um, the man, who looks after all the thieving stuff, the back alley stuff. His name is Blackjack Mel, and he's in there all the time. Then you look at the Gilded Lily over there. Um, it's nice. It's a place where a lot of performance and stuff go. I remember the old person who used to run it. His name was Mike, and he was a master of ceremonies there. He's like a playhouse, but he went missing after the meteor fell. But his final wish was to open the stage for performers and magic shows, musical numbers and poetry readings and things like that. Um, so so people are allowed to go there at night. I think they call it open mic night. So they you can go there and do your poetries and stuff like that, and they don't pay you, but they put a hat out for, so if you're good at what you do, they give you some monies for it. Oh, oh, by the way, you don't have to be performance. There are other skills, because no one ever takes performance, including bards, because it's a useless skill. Uh, then there's the Bark and Buzzard. For you guys, it's probably the place you want to go to stay. Um, I mean, the ale's more expensive than Skull and Sword, but you won't get beat up while you're there. Oh, unless you want to. You see, there's old Rattle Can in the back. He's like a suit of armor. And a lot of you adventuring folk like to bet on things, or you go out and who can beat up the rattle can and faster. And then once you beat up the rattle can, wait a minute, and he pops back up again. Anyway, there's a lot of buildings that don't have anyone living anymore, and so they take care of that. The people at the Bark and Buzzard, and you can rent out a whole cottage per night just for yourself. And down that way is the Hendricks farm. That's where all the loonies are. The sacred flame. Hey, the meteor was one speaker. The flame came and brought it. It's all their will, and the crystals are sacred, and all them loonies. Anyway, you can meet them down at the Hendricks farm. And then there's the Eventide Manor down there. That's haunted. So honestly, you probably just shouldn't go in there at all. Strange noises come from the house and stuff. Doors and windows open on their own. Someplace you want to go. Don't want to go. So the last place here is well, that's my family's place, the Crow and Sons. My daddy, Tobias, Master Tobias, he's a smith, and he can make all your weapons and armors and stuff, and he can even make your the big plate stuff. I mean, you have to get measurements and stuff. It's hard, but it takes a while. But he'd do it for you. And I know a lot of people like to go there because he takes payment in anything, coins, gem, precious metals. He even likes to work with that purple stuff, even though Ma tells him a lot that he really shouldn't. But he likes to try to work with that stuff. He also buys all your junk. You know the junk that you adventure types get. You know when you go kill something and you take every little piece off, you're thinking that you're going to sell it somewhere. Well, you can sell it to my pa.
Hmm.
And that's about it. Yep. So I can have it. That's it. That's my pa's house. And I hope you guys don't die too soon.
Just one quick question. Who do you think really runs this town?
Oh, you know that's like the difference between a raven and a crow. It's a matter of opinion. Opinion
Who
feather.
do you think runs this town?
My
Uh,
dad.
that's her by the way in the tree, and that's the crow and son's tree. So
Huh.
by the road there. So that's why I put the picture in there in Discord. Well, I mean, right now I think it all matters what you want it for, right? I mean, we find if you do something bad, the whole town kind of, makes sure that it's not okay. Even the people at the Skull and Sword, I mean, the lady there who runs it, she likes to make sure that, at least no windows get broken or anyone dies. So, if you want to fight in there, I mean, that's your own choice, right? But if you go hurting and harming the people of the village, we know how to look after ourselves. I mean, we've been living next to the city of dangers for, well, since the meteor fell, since the walls fell.
And the walls
I was
came
thinking
tumbling
Star Trek
down.
when the walls fell.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, yes.
So yeah, that's the village. And yeah, good times, eh? So come see my dad when you got lots of junks to sell.
I'm
Bye.
selling some stuff right now.
Oh yeah, come on in then. All right, so we can take a break now, but if you want to sell your junks, you can sell your junks for half price. So your scimitars and your crossbows and your leather armors and stuff, you can sell them for half. But
And
let's
then
take a
they'll
break.
turn around and sell them for double
Maybe.
to the
Well, you just got to
next
fix them up
next
first.
person.
Usually,
Yeah.
it's got to look at your crappy bandit scimitar and actually, either sharpen it and polish it or melt it down and make it into something else.
Horseshoes. Yep.
Because his stuff is actually, good quality. So, but yes, he will have to repurpose it and sell it for double. That's pretty much it. Okay, let's go have a break, and when you guys come back, you can tell me what you're going to do in the village. Role playing, shopping. Hey.
Woohoo!
All right, bye for now. I'm back early.
Does Crow and Sons buy horses?
You could get it. You can sell a horse at the caravan court.
Caravan Court. Excellent.
So you can sell it half price there.
Half price? Okay. That will go into party treasure, but I'll look up the price.
I think it's 75. I could be wrong. You may want to look. Oh, my dog is so exhausted. It was her birthday today.
How much does weapons cost at the Crow and Sons?
Double. Everything is double, except for food, which is 5 times.
Keep going. Ignore me.
Plate mail, not that you guys can afford it right now. Plate mail is a little different. Let's see. The Crow and Sons plate mail is made to order. Payment is triple the listed price, not double, triple. Paid up front is available in 4 weeks because he's got to take your measurements. But he does take, the thing is, he takes payments in coins, gems, and precious metals, which means you don't have to sell them. Do you know what I mean? So you can take your delirium and give it to him, because normally gems and so on, if you sell it in the court, they will only buy it at half price, including
But they will take it
and all
as
that kind of stuff. But they'll take it as half price. But this guy, Crow and Sons, if you're buying armor and stuff like that, he will take your items at cost. Coins and gems, not artwork. He doesn't care about artwork. Artwork you could sell at the Red Lion maybe, but you know what I mean. So.
Or the Gilded Lily. That's another possible.
Possible.
They're artsy there.
Yeah, that's true. But the guy at the Red Lion is actually a bit of a snob, and he thinks he's an art collector.
The downside is he is an art collector. He doesn't have any theme or any sense of it. It's art. He collects it.
Yeah. Yeah, my dog's had a good day today. It was her first birthday today, so she's exhausted. She has no idea why she had so much attention. But she had a party. Awesome. There was a dozen dogs. Then she went to the pet store, and the pet store's got all this bulk treats and all that kind of stuff, like open. And she's pretty well trained. She goes along and she doesn't take anything, but she'll sniff all of them and go around the whole place and sniff, and then go back and pick some things. So she picked some things that she wanted, and then we went to McDonald's and she got a quarter pounder, just the meat, right?
Right.
Just the meat, and she turned it into a 2-bite brownie, just like 2 bites, it was gone. But yeah, I mean, she picked out the toys. I put all the toys are in the treats. I put it in a bag, and then we got home, and then I got to put the bag down for her, and she picked out the one thing that she wanted right now, and then she ate it, and after a while she goes back into her present bag and picks out something else. Yep, so she's got lots of attention. She's absolutely exhausted now. And she has no idea what birthdays are, but they're amazing.
Do I get this tomorrow too?
Yeah, and I got her a pony, of course, right? Why wouldn't I? Okay, I think everything's back. So where are you going?
The Red Lion Hotel.
Is that where you guys are going?
No, I thought we were going to go to the Bark and Buzzard, get a house.
That can wait.
Okay.
Houses aren't moving anywhere.
Got it. Okay. We're going to go see our contact.
The Red Lion. Okay. Right.
You do the talking, Ice Heart. They don't, if you remember correctly, they like you a lot better than me.
That's because I don't keep putting my foot in my mouth.
Maybe it's that, or
didn't you just yell at a redheaded girl and tell her to fuck up? Or didn't you just threaten some of your teammates to get out of the way or I'll shoot you?
No, I didn't threaten them. I informed them. There's a difference.
All right. Well, Costas Stravos loves the fine arts, especially sculptures, paintings, and literature. Assembled a vast collection of art objects recovered by adventurers from the ruins. Exchanges coins or credit towards accommodations for work in good condition. In other words, you can, trade in your art at full price for accommodations here.
Mm.
Rooms are 25 gold per night. Does include meals. Wine and liquors are sold for 100 gold a bottle. The Iron Helm Dwarves keep rooms here. By the way, that's the group. There's a mine, a delirium mine outside of town. That
Okay.
the Iron Helm Dwarves, and they're a family, like Boris Dwarves clan, I guess you call it. And then also many merchants who operate in the caravan court, like Aldor the Immense and so on. They stay here as well. And River of the Amethyst Academy stays in the Red Lion Hotel.
I would like to see if I can speak to River and just let her know that I'm here. Sort of a check-in, as it were.
We are
We-
here.
Yes, we. Well, when I say we, I just mean me and my goblin friend. The rest of the party, they're with us, but they don't need to report in. They're not part of this society.
Not yet.
All right. You do see River, who's a tiefling.
Yep.
You already know about River?
Well, I know about her because she, like me, is a tiefling, and there's not a lot of us around.
Yeah, she's a short woman in her late 20s. Actually, I have a picture of her. Let me.
She's
You
red.
guys like pictures? Let's see if I can put it in Discord. Oops, wrong button, Darren.
So she's like the same age as me, but she looks a lot younger.
She's the same age as me, but way more connected. Oh, she doesn't have red skin.
She does not.
She's not wearing your purple robes. I guess that's a purple tunic, though.
Yep.
It's regulation.
It's regulation. Yep. So she says, "Oh, hello.
Hello.
But I want to know. It is important for later. Are you openly showing that you're
Oh,
going to
yes.
the academy? Okay.
Absolutely. I don't know about Billy, but I wear it proudly.
Well, Eliza kind of looks to Iceheart, so she's not openly showing, but she's not very outgoing. But she's not like hiding it either. She is wearing purple robes, which are a sign of the academy, at least from reading about the academy.
Yep. So fellow members, have you been assigned here? I don't remember in seeing the
No.
ledger if you guys were coming.
Nope, sorry. We're just adventuring. We've joined an adventuring group, and I wanted to make sure I made contact here in case anything came up that you needed done.
Well, excellent. Thank you. Where are you guys staying?
We haven't secured locations yet, or residential locations.
Okay. We're glad to see fellow members of the Purple Cloth. So if you guys are going to be part of Adventuring Company, probably the first best thing you could do is actually go into Drakkenheim on your own and, see if you can make it.
All
Because
right.
I don't think anyone, I don't really have any missions to give out to people that haven't really
Oh, of course.
proven that they can survive in the city. So
Of
my
course.
suggestion would be go into the city, find some of them delirium crystals, bring them back, and then once you've survived, one outing into the city, then I might have something for you.
Excellent. Thank you. Do you have any suggestions for the best place to stay on a tight budget, unfortunately?
The best place really is the Bark and Buzzard. I wouldn't go near the Skull and Sword. I believe the Queen's Men run that place.
Excellent. Thank you. If you have nothing further for us, we will take your advice and head to the Bark and Buzzard.
All right. She takes your leave.
Excellent. I didn't need that anyways.
Yeah, I heard about her at the academy. People said she was always kind of stuck up a little bit.
She's amazing.
Okay.
Are we going to the park?
Yes, that sounds like a good place to go.
The Bark and Buzzard. Yeah. So, yeah, your average, your adventurers and so on are there. There's a couple of venturing parties actually there as well, because you're not the only venturing group here at all going into Drakkenheim. Karen and her husband Holger run it. A mug of fine ale, which they brew themselves, costs 2 silver. A meal costs a gold. And they also keep a half dozen one-room cottages that you can rent to you for 2 gold a night.
Much more affordable.
You guys
yes,
want to
of course.
grab one of the cottages?
Sure.
Sounds like a
Do the
plan.
cottages come? Do the cottages come with meals?
No.
So 1 gold a day for meals, plus 2 gold for the cottages. So that's 7 gold a day for the party.
So there's a group of adventurers that see you guys come in, and they come up and, hey, so you guys are new here too, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, we haven't gone to Drakkenhelm yet. You guys haven't yet either, I guess. You just got here?
Literally arrived mere hours ago.
Oh, okay. So, I heard there's a tradition here about old Rattlecan. Is that his name? Anyway, um, if yeah, old Rattlecan. So tell you what, you guys want to wager? Um, we'll we'll pay all of your meals if you can beat up Rattlecan faster than us, and then you can pay for our meals if 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 we do better.
This seems pointless to me.
Oh, oh, aren't you here for adventure? This is like a tradition, you know. Adventurers are supposed to do this to test their mettle against the metal before they go into Drakkenheim.
It does seem silly. I think it's. I don't know.
Must
What do you
have
guys
more
think?
important things to think about and do.
Like, yeah,
Oh, okay,
youngsters.
okay, that's fine. Maybe we're planning on going out tomorrow. We're gonna get lots of crystals.
You have tongs,
What?
so you don't touch the crystals. They'll
Oh, I
corrupt you if you touch them.
Frederick over there's got like a hammer and piton, and he'll be able to take the crystals out with that. Just bang them out.
You do know what
them die.
happens when
Let's
you
let
break
them
them,
die.
right?
Let them
I'm
die.
trying to be
We get rich?
nice.
We get rich, right?
Yeah.
No, if they break, you will become corrupted.
Oh, only if they
So-
break? Oh.
You'll become
Or
corrupted
touch
with
them.
lots of money.
While this discussion is going on, Liza leans over and whispers to Voros, I think we should wait for them to go out and just follow them and then loot their bodies after they get killed.
Perfect.
I'm still trying to figure out why the academy recruits sharpshooters. How'd you get in?
Liza's got the plan.
I wasn't always a mage, you know.
Yeah, we're going with Liza's plan. Operation.
Right. After Eliza leaves the Red Lion Hotel, she ditches Iceheart and heads to Skull and Sword. So I robbed some stuff from the Red Lion. Who wants to hear buy it cheap?
So if we're going to go into the city tomorrow chasing these people so that we can pick up their dead bodies, we might want to get some equipment to be able to extract the crystals that killed them.
Yes, and this is only from me also just for a fun side on my side. I would recommend, again, only a recommendation, that the party at least contact another faction. Not just Todd is obviously going to focus on them, but there are 4 other factions. You guys might want to work with more than just one. You don't have to. I'm just saying that.
It's too
I
bad
want to
no
go
one
to
has.
the chapel
that-
and talk to whoever's running it because I'm interested in the ability to cure contamination of people.
I would definitely like to come along with you if you don't mind. I know that traditionally my people and the cleric people don't get along, but we have the accord, or whatever the heck it's called, and everything's good now, right?
Yeah, everything's
Okay.
good now. You're not going to
I
get
don't
burned to the stake anymore.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that.
politics. I
Yeah.
just want to save my wife. That's all. And if they can cure contamination and I can bring her back, that's all I need.
Yeah, but like they were saying, right? The chapel lady is run
Seems a
by
bit
an
neutral.
apolitical force, and then there are two sacred flame factions,
Yes.
one crazy and one crazy. So,
Let's take the one that's not crazy against mages, okay?
well, yeah,
I don't
they're
really
both
want to be
crazy.
burned at the stake, and we have an accord, and I live my life by it.
Yeah, and so I'd like to go to the queen after that, to the queen's, to the tavern that has the queen's
Well, we'll
men in
talk
it.
to a couple of them and see what happens.
Yeah,
I'm only pretending to be a mage, by the way, as far as those other
You're not.
organizations are concerned.
I went to school with you. You were a
Oh.
mage. You may not have done well, but you're still a mage. You passed.
Okay, so you guys are heading. Not gonna. Are you heading to the chapel for the, the Silver Knights or whatever they're called, or are you going to the farm for the crazy cultists? I mean the Yeah. Well, they got
Chapel.
kicked out of their church. So
Yeah, I'm interested in a chapel. The priest.
I'm not interested in the crazy people who probably want to burn mages again. So
you don't know. That's pretty stereotype.
yeah.
Stereotypical thing.
They both want to burn mages, man.
Maybe they were just
no,
casting
we have an
necromancy.
accord.
Well, let's
Darn it.
start with the chapel.
Yes, please.
Okay. The Chapel of Saint Ardina is maintained by Flamekeeper Hannah and some acolytes. Hannah is a young woman, wears a simple white and yellow frock, keeps her black hair tied in a braid. Again, she was merely an acolyte when the last Flamekeeper died several years ago, but she did take up the position rather than abandon the folk of Emberwood Village. So she does have services here. She can cast clerical spells up to 3rd level or lower, knows the Purge Contamination spell, always keeps her prepared. She
Yep.
charges 25 gold for a 1st level spell, 50 for a 2nd, 150 for a 3rd. You obviously don't have to remember all this. I'm just, plus the cost of any expensive material components. She does pay payment in coins, gems, or relics. So this is also, by the way, why I suggested you to do some sort of pooling, because you don't want to always sell your shit.
Right.
Because if you sell your shit, you get half price from your shit. But some places you can, give it full price.
Pardon my ignorance, but what level is the purge corruption?
Purge Contamination is a
That's
3rd
one.
level clerical
Oof.
spell.
Okay.
Also, paid in advance, once per day, Hannah can create spell scrolls for clerics. She charges 75 for 1st, 150 for 2nd, 450 for 3rd, plus the cost of expensive material components. The only exception, because the demand is really high, Revivify costs 1,000 gold.
Of course.
What?
So there is a representative of the Silver Order here.
So doesn't Revivify have to be cast within minutes of dying?
Yes, that's why a scroll is very useful.
Darren,
Scroll. Okay.
Sens did not go to the chapel.
So there is a High Flamekeeper, Ophelia Reed. She is a member of the Silver Order. She is a stout black woman in her late 40s, with a warm smile, rounded features, braided hair. She wears flowing yellow robes and white robes of a cleric of the Sacred Flame. She always carries a silvered staff with a censer with a continual flame spell cast on it. So if you are interested in doing work for the Silver Order, she is the contact.
Mudpie will introduce himself to her and say
Are
he
you a
knows how to
Mudpie?
channel life magic, but I've I've never joined an order, and I can't say I don't know if I want to, but I have to go to Drakkenheim and save my beloved, and she was turned into a monster, and all I know is I need to get her back, and I heard that you have people that can help.
Y yes, we do have people that can help. I mean, our Knight Captain Theodore Marshall is not a priest himself, but we have many in our order that can help you. You said you were a member of the cloth? You're a member of the Sacred Flame as well?
No, I I honestly don't know all of your politics.
Oh.
I'm not a person that follows the regimes. I just want to
Wh-
help find my mate. I
where do
found
you
one
get your
day I could
where do you get your
I
divine power from?
I found one day I could just channel it. I used to be from the Fey realms. It's sometimes part of the way it works for us. And I can cast life magic. I can heal people, but I don't know how to remove these contaminations. And
Heretic.
maybe in
Oh.
time I'll get better at it, but for now, I just know I can heal people and I can cast divine magic.
Well, it's possible that one of those old gods gave you the power, but it also may be just as possible that the sacred flame is giving you that power as well. Maybe you should maybe you should listen to some of our sermons. Have a pamphlet, read some books.
What's the difference between you and the old gods?
To our meeting,
Come
where we
through.
will explain all of these things.
Um, the old gods were the gods of the earth and trees and woods and nature, and uh, their magic was raw and dangerous. We follow a more divine path that the sacred flame leads us towards justice and good.
I can believe in those things. I'll stay and listen to your sermons after my friends check in and do whatever they need to do.
And are you a part of an adventuring group or are you on your own?
I I am. I and he kind of whispered, honestly, I have to be with these people. I can't go to Treckenheim alone. I need people to help me.
I understand. So, um, if you're staying at the Bark and Buzzard, I can maybe reach out to you when it's time to, maybe help you out. Maybe you can do something for us.
I would
Go on
like
a
that.
pilgrimage.
Um, okay. Um, sure. I just need to find my mate and 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 learn more about myself.
That sounds great. Here, have some pamphlets. Eat this wafer. Drink this wine. Sit on the pew.
And how much does this purge contamination cost? Can it remove it if my mate happens to have tentacles sprouting from their face?
Um, I think once the tentacles are spreading, it depends how far along she is. If
Okay.
she's only starting to turn, uh, we we should be able to purge the contamination. If she's much farther along, it might take a miracle.
Oh dear. All right. I'll read these pamphlets and wait to hear from you. Thank you.
All right.
Psst, grab a bunch of those wafers if they're offering them for free.
They have no nutritional content, you realize.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Okay, was there any other place that any other faction you wanted to contact with before you call it a night?
Yeah, while they're in the chapel, Zen's went to the Queen's Men.
The Skull and Sword?
Yes.
I'll join you, Zens.
Ah, yes, the dingy saloon that was converted from an old farmstead. A jawless skull, impaled with a rusty sword, is embedded beside the main doors. No one knows who it was or who did them in, but it's a tradition to make a macabre greeting to the skull on your way into the bar. Inside the
Salute.
establishment is a rowdy environment. Brawls and fistfights happen daily, and several ruffians are thrown out nightly. So you've never seen a more popular place for scoundrels and misfits since the last time you went to Walmart at midnight.
I was going to say Moss Isley, but
But there's cheap mead and liquor served here. Probably not stolen. Most likely
Does
stolen.
anybody look like they're in charge?
Yes, there's a half-orc named Frida Longhorn who keeps the people in check. Despite the rough reputation of her establishment, she's pretty good at keeping the peace and making sure no one kills anybody, or worse, breaks windows. Her partner is a halfling named Cuff Goldberg, who usually sits in the back with at the back tables Blackjack Mel. Blackjack Mel is known to be the contact for the Queen of Thieves. The mug of cheap mead here is 5 copper pieces. Brandy, rum, vodka, and gin are a silver piece each. Need a place to stay? Pass out under the table.
So I approach Blackjack and inform them that I've arrived in town and am looking for work and will do just about anything to make some money quick.
Yeah? All right. Well, the best way to make some money right around here now is go get some of them crazy crystals. Yeah? So get them crazy crystals, come back, sell them to me, and then maybe I have something for you after that.
Okay. All right. Where are we sleeping?
I believe you guys have a place at the Bark and Buzzard.
To the
Yeah,
Bark and Buzzard for
we
sleep.
were going to go to the Bark and Buzzard and acquire lodgings.
All right,
All
I'm going
right.
to take 7.5 out of gold to pay for the meal and the room out of the party gold.
So it's one thing about the Bark and Buzzard that's kind of funny. There's a sign hanging above the door depicting a cartoonish vulture feasting on the entrails of a bloodhound, both smiling pleasantly.
Hilarious.
Okay, so you guys pay for the night, you rest, and you wake up level 2.
Woohoo!
Right,
That's going to take
Darren,
me a
I make
moment.
I'm using my background ability to make a scroll. The scroll only lasts 24 hours, so it's not like it can stock up. But
That's
I'm going to
okay.
make myself a scroll of cause fear. Which,
Sounds
while I'm
good.
making it, I mentioned to Iceheart that I don't really think it's necromancy. I think it's actually enchantment. I think they were wrong when they were telling us in the in the academy.
Not a
that
matter
was
of whether or
spell.
not we're right. It's about whether or not the world thinks that you're doing necromancy and then strings you up and burns you to death.
Well,
You
that's
know?
why I got you. You're the rule follower. You're protecting me.
I can't be there to protect you all the time.
All right.
I'm just
Can
worried
level up our
about you.
characters?
Yeah, go ahead and level up your character. That's fine.
Okay,
Go.
time to take my second class.
Yeah, of course you are. Level 2, second class. Level 3, third class. Level 4, yeah, I'll think about it. Okay, so back to Drakkenheim. Now, you guys can see you can go. It's pretty good quality map. You can zoom in pretty good, and the numbers there are okay. I don't mind you seeing what the numbers are or where they are. So there's the outer city, which is outside the wall. The inner city, which is of course inside the wall. There's Castle Draken itself, and the crater. Well, you can probably figure out what the crater's about. Now, the haze is something that's all over the place. Actually, I'll switch maps for a second to show you can see how there's that's the haze.
Ooh, wow. Okay.
So there's places where the haze is more concentrated. Basically, not for level 2 characters. So
Yeah, it's
if
just
you
saying,
go into
don't go there.
a super, I mean, hey, this is a sandbox. Do what you want to do, right? Um, the outer walls is less dangerous than the inner walls. Like the outer city, sorry, is less dangerous than the inner city. So the haze is something that'll stop you from doing a long rest. It won't stop you from doing a short rest, but you can't do long rests. And then before you think about rope trick and tiny hut, the answer is no. You cannot do a long rest inside the city. The places that are concentrated haze, you might actually get corrupted pretty, you have to make a save as soon as you go in and then a save every hour. Otherwise, you might
Oof.
get corrupted. Being corrupted isn't necessarily bad. I mean, there's some cool effects sometimes. I mean, who doesn't want a third arm?
Me?
No, sorry.
So I mean, it's kind of a little fog everywhere, but it's also light. Like delirium crystals are also kind of light up the place, so it's almost always dim light. So if you
Okay.
have, creatures that have issues with bright light, won't have a problem in here. If you have abilities that only work in dim light, this is your place. So exploring
Hey,
this
Darren,
place, yeah.
before we go in, how are you tracking food? Because my character did not come with any. I can go ahead and purchase like a standard amount uh, or
I think it
whatever.
would be a good idea for you. I mean, it's up to you. If you think you can get in and get out without using your rations, then good for you. Otherwise, rations do cut. Now that you didn't buy it, it costs 5 times the amount here.
All right, I'm gonna buy a day
Hold
of
on, let me
ration.
just tell you what I can do for you first. I
Yeah.
can create water, which I'm keeping as a spell, but that is a spell slot. I can purify food and drink as a ritual, so I don't know if I can do that if we find stuff. But I know my background also lets me scavenge food and make it edible in the ruins too.
Oh, there you go. Look at you. You're
Okay.
useful.
That's great. And as a goblin, if we follow those other adventurers in, I'm pretty good with eating them. So
Yeah, I won't
Okay,
have a problem.
this is how exploring the city works, and you can always explore the city for fun at any time. Every hour, there's a chance for a random encounter. I don't roll it. You guys do. Everybody rolls a d20. And if any of you rolls a 1, you get an encounter. If one of you rolls a 20 and you still get an encounter, so one of you rolled a 1, one of you rolled a 20, then it may be a favorable thing. Maybe you get the jump on them, if it's a combat encounter. There's lots of encounters that aren't combat, right? If lots of you roll 1s, we'll see what happens there. But the opposite, if lots of you roll 20s, then that might also be well. But that's just random encounters. Okay. When you're searching for something, like let's say you're searching for anything,
Like a
you can
tower?
like like a tower, delirium. You're looking for relics. You're looking for a place for food. You're looking for a place to rest. Whatever. Every hour, you guys can roll a skill check. Now, the skill checks, survival and perception, you can always do. Period. Doesn't matter what. You can always use those ones. Then, depending on what you're searching for, you can also use a different skill. So, Arcana, if you're looking for deposits of magical, delirium deposits. History, if you're looking for notable monuments. Nature, if you're looking for if you're in a natural environment like the Queen's Park. So that type of thing. So, you can choose one of those instead. Now, everyone rolls, and 3 or more successes, you find what you're looking for. 2 or more failed, you get a random encounter. I would like to point out, you can do both. If you get 3 successes and 2 fails, you get a random encounter and you get what you're looking for. If you succeed by more than 5, it counts as 2 successes. You can tell the writers of Paizo who jumped to WotC are at work here. But if you succeed at more than 5, then you get 2 successes, right? So there's that. If survival and investigation is not your forte, and so is the third check, whatever you're looking for, and you don't want to hurt your party members, you can roll a stealth check in. Oh, sorry, did I say? Oh, investigation or survival. Sorry, investigation or survival are the two checks that you can always do. You can instead do a perception or stealth check, and all that's doing is it doesn't count towards successes, but it may stop you from failing. So the stealth and perception stops you from, running into encounters. Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
Yep.
Right. So you can always do investigations or survival. There's one other skill check that you can do depending on what you're looking for. You can always do stealth and perception as, fail safes to not fuck your party up. 2 fails mean you get an encounter. 3 successes or more, you find what you're looking for. If you beat the DC by 5, it counts as 2 successes. What's the DC? Nah, it all depends. So, Emberwood Village is down here, so you can be walking along in here and into town if that's what you guys are doing. I believe you're looking for delirium, or are you going to do something else?
Hey, I like looking
Go to
for
all
delirium.
these cool places if you want. I mean, you'll
That
die,
sounds
but we
good.
can always do it.
Before we
Yeah.
go
That
into
has-
town, can we get equipment? Like, what equipment do we need to be able to harvest delirium?
Tongs,
Tongs.
gloves, sacks to put it in. Don't touch it. Pretty much do not
Okay.
touch it.
When I look in inventory, I do not find tongs, sacks, or sacks I can find. But I don't find tongs as a...
Try some sort of tool kit or whatever,
Hmm. Inventory. Search.
Leatherworking tools?
Sure, that'll work. Even has the things to be able to maybe extract them, because you have to extract them from wherever they're growing
Oh,
too.
mason's
right?
tools. That sounds even more
Mason's tool
likely.
sounds good. Yep.
Yeah. Jeweler's tools. It's
Yep. I mean, are none of you proficient in any tools? I mean,
I'm proficient in
Uh,
cartography and
calligraphy.
pencils.
oh,
Calligrapher.
I like to point out for
Liza is
cartographer tools, you can do a cartography check instead of survival or investigation if you've already been there before.
So
Okay.
Liza has alchemist tools, is what she's proficient in.
Oh, well,
I got herbs and thieves.
yeah, okay.
Alchemist sounds pretty good.
I've got cartography.
What alchemy
I don't
tool do you use for mining
guess-
crystals?
Well,
Yeah,
you got
right,
beakers and
Yeah,
tongs
you can't touch
and
stuff,
Bunsen burners.
but-
Bunsen burner. Just fire that puppy up. See if you can burn off that crystal.
Smith's tools would obviously have it in there too, but some kind of tongs and
Yeah.
a hammer. But I do have cartography tools. Did you say that? Because I took the treasure seeker background, and so would that be my proficiency bonus be doubled for that based on my background's feature? That if I perform any search, my proficiency center within the city, that my proficiency bonus is doubled.
For what skill? I'm sorry. I think I missed.
Sorry, my background, I have the treasure seeker, which allows me to double. It's like expertise when making rolls for searches for something.
Yes,
within
you would get advantage
city.
on searching for delirium or
Okay.
art objects or something like that. Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
So have we decided which tools do we want to buy and how much are they going to cost so I can pull it out of party treasure?
I bought them myself for the tools that I bought, which I'm not proficient with them, but we have mason's tools, which sounds like something that might be useful.
As a reminder,
Could you
if you're
use
buying
Mage Hand or
anything,
something like
it
that?
costs twice the amount.
Yeah, it was normally 10. I paid 20.
Yeah, Mage Hand will help you maybe pick up the crystal after you break it off of whatever it is or mine it off.
That I can do. I can do that all day.
I can do
Okay.
Mage Hand too.
Yeah. So you can
Cool.
pick it up with Mage Hand as long as it's 5 pounds or less, right? But I mean,
Yep.
if you're finding a delirium crystals that are more than 5 pounds, you're fucking rich.
Yeah.
All right, let's search.
Okay, so for searching for delirium, you can make either an investigation, survival, or arcana check. or perception or stealth if you don't want to fuck the party up, if you don't have any of those skills.
Oh,
I saw a deception check. That isn't. Oh, that's from 27 minutes ago. Never mind. Arcana,
And
survival,
yeah.
investigation.
Which one's Arcana? Is that for searching?
Okay.
Only for this particular thing, it is a valid option.
Yes, Arcana is valid for searching for delirium. Otherwise, investigation and survival can be used for searching. If you don't want to fuck up the party, you can use stealth or perception. It doesn't count towards successes, but it doesn't. But it, gets rid of the fails. Okay, I still see only 4 skill checks. So who are we waiting for?
Okay.
I'm gonna
Okay.
roll my inspiration for that.
Okay, now
I'm
I have
trying
more than.
I did not roll before, so.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
and Zen's was just using a different skill.
Oh, okay, right.
On the first, I'm the beginning of that set of
So Zen was
rolls.
using inspiration.
I rolled one twice.
Excellent. Okay. So you found what you're looking for, and you also ran into an encounter. So let's go. Let's do this.
So I'm guessing the DC was 15.
Is the encounter that other group that preceded us in?
Oh, we'll get there. Oh, there were some images I should have showed you. I apologize. Because if you're heading, oops, that was not what I wanted to do. I mean, heading into the city, you gotta have this picture up. Oh, of course, I'm also describe you entering the city. Nestled within a pine-covered valley, Drakkenheim is a walled metropolis that straddles the wide and sluggish Dran River. A high rocky hill rises above the city, upon which perches Castle Draken. Below the imposing fortress, cobblestone streets weave around densely packed stone buildings and slate shingle spires. The city spills from the outer walls into a ruined urban sprawl. The great dome of St. Virtual's Cathedral stands prominently southwest of the castle. At the heart of the city lies the cosmological clock tower of Market Square, and to the northwest is an inscrutable tower of the Amethyst Academy. The soaring obsidian glass building is broken in half at the middle, but the top still hovers above in defiance of gravity. 4 bridges cross the Dran River like desperate limbs. One is covered in massive stone statues of the heroes of old, and another lurches under the weight of the ramshackle homes and other buildings constructed upon its length. Billowing clouds of midnight purple and dusky violet mask the sky overhead, casting the city in a dismal gloom. In the rare moments where the clouds part, stray sunbeams scornfully shine upon the city. There hasn't been a clear day in Drakkenheim in 15 years. The mist-shrouded countryside gives way to crumbling buildings and twisting, mud-filled streets. Entering the desolate city ruins, you pass the bloated corpses of long-dead horse. The smell of ozone fills the cold air as you walk through the tattered rubble of the outer city. Once in a while you hear a barking dog, then perhaps a scream carried on the wind. This blasted street is filled with small craters. Tiny crystals glow with prismatic light within reach. Okay, so let me get you guys out here. You guys get moving
So this
along.
building is just rubble, right? So we can see over the walls and everything. Oh, never mind. We're not in the building.
That's just where they put you. So this place does have a lot of crystals and stuff that you can mine. However, you may have to deal with Is that
Whoa.
right? Make sure I got the right ones and not the, super extra powered ones. Actually, those are
Are any of those your wife?
That's so rude.
Oh.
I don't know.
Just
Turned
point.
into a monster.
Jesus.
I don't think so.
Things coming out of the mouth.
By the way,
So
my
I don't want to
Romans
accidentally kill.
agree.
I don't want to accidentally kill his wife. Oh, and yeah,
Just one sec here.
I just got that.
rear
I
rank.
thought you were talking to Darren, and I was like, oh man.
That's harsh.
Did I get the right ones? Oh, those are Haze Hulks. I did totally got that. I said those are too large for Haze Husks. No, those are Hulks. So I apologize.
Oh, good, because
My
they were
God.
pretty
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah, they did look pretty scary. I apologize. They're husks, not hulks. So not cinder, haze husks. I don't like those symbols. I don't like those either. Give me okay, I'll use these ones. There we go. These are better. Husks. So, you hear the sound of the reapers behind it. And for those of you that,
Brown coat.
No, not brown coat. Husks are from video game with the blue ladies in it. Help me out.
Halo.
No.
Well, it's got a blue lady in it.
Mass Effect.
Oh, Mass Effect, right. I was like, blue ladies. Oh, have to breed with no males. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, got it. All right, go ahead and roll for combat.
That still sounds weird to me.
What?
Roll for combat.
Roll for initiative then.
I did. Actually, I just rolled my initiative.
Okay, Iceheart is first.
What? Sorry, 1 second. I actually need to, well, let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, I need to move a little bit. So I will move to here. Oh, I was about to say, Darren, one of the things that I'm allowed to do is make a scroll every day. So that scroll that I make is my mage armor, so I can just have it up.
Okay.
That sound okay?
That sounds fine by me. Using a mage
Excellent.
armor every day without having to use a spell slot, that sounds the right thing to do.
Oops, sorry. I wasn't trying to move him, but this one in the center,
Yeah,
at the
you
front
can use
center.
the pointer. You can use
Oh, yeah,
you
sorry.
can move it around if you want. You can put a color on it. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
This one.
Which one of the three things I just did?
Yeah.
Oh, border color. Okay.
Border
cool.
color, yeah. Click on it and you can change the border color. So you can always say, mark it as a skull and say focus fire skull, and then
Yeah.
go to square after.
I'm going to try to ice knife that.
What's that?
The one that I highlighted, or
Okay, I'm going to change them to, now that you see their husks, A.
okay. I did go like this, like a whole bunch. Okay.
What's this? Like I
You can't see my pointer. You don't see my pointer.
Do you click on pointer and then do that?
Yeah, that's what I am. I'm waving it around B.
I can
okay.
see
All
that.
over B.
I don't see it, so maybe I need to refresh. Sorry. But I
Oh,
don't see
okay.
It, so.
I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm doing exactly what you asked me
All
to.
right, no, I will refresh to make sure that maybe I'm not connected properly. Let's just make sure I can do that. Okay, can you wave your little wand around again?
Yeah, 1 sec.
Yeah, I can see your wand now.
Okay.
Okay. So B.
I don't
Sorry.
Yes, B. I'm casting Ice Knife at B. Roll to attack. Ooh, 14?
is a hit.
Excellent. It takes 7 points of cold, and
7 points of cold.
its friends within what was
And
the range? And it, yep. Everything within 5 feet of it, including itself, takes 2d6.
So I'm going to say all of these guys. So go ahead and roll the damage so I can make the saves
6.
and then apply the damage.
Dexterity
6 damage, and
13.
it's a dex save, eh?
Yeah,
wonder
DC
how
13.
good these things are good at dex saves.
I'm hoping they suck.
Yeah, okay, that one takes 6 points. It got a -1.
Oh, I like these creatures.
That one's going to take 6 damage. That one's going to take 6 damage. That one I can skip because it's too far away. That one's going to take 6 damage. I would have rolled if I didn't have a negative on my dex. And that one takes 6 damage.
All right. That was a lot of damage for that spell. I'm quite happy with its outcome. And then do bonus action. Make sure I'm in the back.
Okay.
In the rear with the gear. I'm
Liza.
done.
So it's the amethysts go first. I see.
All right. Zens, I'm not sure you want to bite these guys, but I'll help you out so you don't have to dodge. And she casts protection from evil and good on Zens. So if they are undead, which they're called zombies, fiends, aberrations, celestials, fays, or elementals, those are the ones I can remember. They should have disadvantage on him, and he's immune to being possessed or frightened or charmed by them.
Okay. I put the white circle on you just to remind me that you are concentrating currently.
Okay. And I'm going to dive prone on this behind this boulder and take a bonus action using nimble escape to try to hide.
Okay. Go ahead and do your hide check. Success. You were hidden from the haze husks. By the way, these things are what you turn into if you die when you have any amount of corruption on you.
Oh, excellent.
There are
sounds
6
like I'm
levels, 6 or 5, 5 or 6 levels of corruption. So if you have any corruption on you and die, no revivify for you, only husk. Actually, it takes a minute or two, so revivify would work. I lie. Okay, the husk's turn. They don't move particularly fast.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but they're not attacking.
He can probably see me now, so I would assume I am no longer hidden. So
Actually, no. They're not even paying attention to you.
okay.
They're not paying attention to you. Voros.
I'm gonna come up here and attack B with a piercing weapon. I don't know if that matters.
It might.
Oh,
6. Yeah, that's a miss. I mean, they're not very hard to hit, but that doesn't do it.
that's it.
Mud Pie.
Sacred Flame on A.
Sacred Flame on a dexterity save, which they're particularly good at. Oh, wait, what's the DC?
13.
Oh my god, I succeeded.
Oh, okay.
That one's Michael Jackson.
That's it. End turn.
From Thriller, you know.
Yep.
Anyway. Zens.
I am casting a spell as a paladin. The Divine Favor spell.
You're a Van Paladin?
I'm a Van Paladin. So that's a bonus action. And now I'm going to attack.
22 is a hit.
Seven and 2 radiant damage.
So a total of 9 damage, 2 of them being radiant, which does matter. Okay.
That's the end of my turn.
Ice Heart.
Oh. Well, I can see fairly well from here. I will target B. And I will Ray of Frost it.
Okay.
And 18 to hit.
That's a hit.
7 points of cold damage. Cold damage. Frost, thank you.
It's cold damage.
Cold frost.
Yep, yeah. It takes it.
And then I will flitter to there, ending my turn.
It even moves slower because of the that. Liza.
Okay. Liza, she's prone and hidden right now, so she's. I think if I get up, he would see me. So I'm just gonna roll my attacks straight up because I'm
Sounds good.
hidden and prone, so they cancel each other out.
Sounds
And
good.
I'm gonna go with Green Flame Blade on number A with my dagger. So here's like the attack roll.
22 is a hit.
22. So 4 on A and 3 on D.
And 3 on D. Okay.
And then she is going to use Nimble Escape and disengage and crawl out of there, remaining prone.
All right.
That's the end of her turn.
Okay, this husk here is going to attack Zens with a slamming attack. Should get
And as a reminder,
disadvantage, I remember, right? Yeah, I forgot. I just forgot as I rolled. So let me double check. Wow. I would have hit you in the first attack, and the second attack missed you by 1.
My AC has gone up to 19.
Yep, I noticed. This one here attacks Voros with a slam attack. I don't get disadvantage on you. Misses. This one crumbles over into the ditch a little bit, stumbles over to here, and then still manages to attack and misses. That was C anyway. Yeah, that's right. This one stumbles over to here, off balance a little bit, misses. This one goes through to here, also stumbles in the ditch, attacks with disadvantage, hits even with disadvantage. You take
Rude.
4 points of bludgeoning damage. This one goes to here and attacks Voros and misses. It is Voros' turn.
I'm going to attack B. Oh, wow. I got a great roll.
8 is a hit.
Oh,
Okay, 6 points of damage. Now this is the fun part. You hit it, and the delirium fragments in its body explodes. You
that's not
and
good.
everyone within 5 feet, which is also the other zombies, this could totally be a chain reaction, by the way, have to make constitution saves.
Huh.
10 is a success. Good for you. This one dies. The other 2 will have to make constitution saves. A success means no damage, by the way. It's not half, it's none. So C and F also make their saving throws. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Mud Pie.
He will try the Sacred Flame on A again. DC 13.
Sacred Flame on A has to make a dex save. Fails the dex save as expected. How much radiant damage do I do? Or you do? 6 points of radiant damage. And because you killed it with radiant damage, it doesn't explode.
Thank God.
Cool.
Ooh. We may be able to harvest some crystals out of the dead thing.
I'm glad I cast a spell.
Anything else for Mud Pie?
No, end turn, sorry.
Zens.
All right. We're fighting E. No, we're not.
That's a hit.
Okay. I
I mean, an
mistook
8 hit before.
I mistook the 7 for a 1.
Oh, okay.
There's 3 piercing and
6 piercing
6 piercing and 4 radiant.
and 4 radiant. Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
One hell of a bite you got.
Ice Heart. It's
You can
holy
bite
bites.
forever.
He's a paladin.
I will
He's
target
holy bites.
C. Targeting C.
Yep. 7 is a
7.
miss. Shocking grasp. How do
Okay.
you do shocking grasp at range?
Oh, sorry, that was the wrong one. It was supposed to be Ray of Frost. Same
Yep.
plus though. So,
Okay.
and then I will flitter over behind Liza, and that is my turn.
Liza.
Liza's gonna stand up. She's gonna go here and she's gonna fling a dagger at C.
That's a hit. 5 damage.
And that's the end of her turn right there. She's gonna remain standing this turn.
Okay. This husk attacks Voros. And hits Voros for 4 points of bludgeoning damage. This one here attacks Zen with disadvantage. Misses. I rolled a 20 and a 1.
Awesome.
This one attacks Zen's with disadvantage. Total miss. And finally, this one attacks Voros and misses. Voros.
I'm going to attack C.
That's a hit.
Finally rolled over a 10. Ugh.
5 damage.
No, I'm going to go ahead and action surge, actually.
All right.
And I'm going to attack him again.
$12 is a hit. 9 damage. And it explodes. Which means you have to make a constitution save. And so does it. So does the other one next to you. A 9.
Uh-oh.
You take 7 necrotic damage.
Okay.
However, you just only barely failed your constitution save, so you do not get any contamination.
And I take half because I'm Shadow Kai. So
Sure.
that's that 3.5 or 4?
Always
4, right?
rounds down, so I think you take 3 damage then. Or 7, yeah, 3. Yeah, so you barely missing your con save means you don't get any contamination. Anything else?
Nope.
Mudpie.
Sacred Flame on, I guess, F.
On F, which is a dexterity save.
13.
I rolled a 13, but I get -2. So I fail.
Oh. We'll take that then.
4 points of radiant damage.
And I'll just move back a little bit, ending my turn.
Zens.
E.
That's a hit. 6 points of bite damage. 1 radiant damage, and because you killed it with radiant damage, it does not explode.
But yes. All right, end turn.
Holy Vampire's doing his job. Iceheart.
All right. 10, 15, 20. Then I will use my flitter to jump up on top of these rocks.
Okay, you have the high ground.
I have the high ground. I was trying to target D there with hitting T. I will do a Ray of Frost at B. Ooh, 8?
That's a hit. That's a hit.
But it was
Unbelievable.
just a glancing hit at one
8
point.
damage.
And
Well,
I
that's
am
2 deaths.
done.
Liza.
All right, Liza is going to go into here, and she is going to attack D with booming blade.
Hope you don't kill
I'm
it.
sure she is a wizard.
18's a hit.
It was weird in class too. Like, give her a simple problem to solve with magic, and she's like,
6
"We could use a
damage.
catapult."
Is that enough to kill it or not?
No.
Not
Okay,
that she
nimble
was
escape
wrong.
as a bonus action, and she's gonna move out here. And if he moves, he takes damage. I don't know if it'll be enough to kill it, Zens, but just so you know, I mean, disengage and moving might be an option for you. That's all my turn.
That's your turn. And now it is their turn. All right. This zombie Haze Husk does not move. He just tried to attack with disadvantage because they're not very smart. They're zombies. That misses. And then the other one attacks Voros because they're mindless husks and miss. Voros.
I'm a poke F.
That's a hit. Six damage.
My end of turn.
Mud Pie.
Sacred Flame on F.
Sacred Flame on
13.
F. Hee hee. Dodged out of the way.
All right, ending turn.
Zens.
D.
24 is a hit. 7 piercing damage. 4 radiant damage. Okay.
End turn.
Iceheart.
Of the two remaining, do either of them look substantially?
They are both very wounded.
All
It's
right.
hard to tell with husks, right?
Yeah,
But they're
that's
both
fair
quite
enough.
injured.
Do me a favor and don't blow me up.
Again, I'm trying to target a creature. Sorry, which one did you not want me to attack?
I wouldn't attack either one of them if I were you, but
Okay. I will carefully climb down and then back away. They said they got this.
Wait,
I'm
what?
done.
You can attack mine. What's going on?
Liza.
Okay,
I wouldn't
Liza
attack
is-
either of them. Okay.
Liza is going to run real fast at F and kind of body block him and try to shove him back 5 feet
Oh,
Into
that sounds
this-
like a shove action. Okay.
into this square here. And she has a horrible athletics, but you know,
That
figure might
sounds
as well
cool.
try.
Yeah, sounds cool. I like it. A 3. You did not beat his athletics check.
Okay, she's gonna disengage then and back up.
So what I saw is she ran up, jumped, slammed
Touch-
against it, and bounced
Tag, you're
back.
it. Tag, you're
Basically
it.
bounced off him.
kicked it in the shin and ran back.
All right. I attack. Ooh. A 20 and an 18. Well, good thing, Zens, you only got hit. For 4 points of bludgeoning damage. Voros got missed.
Better than contamination.
Voros.
The poke him.
Poke him. That's a hit.
Why don't you poke his heart
11
out?
damage. You stab him and he explodes. Go ahead and make a con save.
Uh-oh.
7 is a fail, but not enough to get contaminated. You just take 7 necro damage.
So 3 more. I'm gonna go ahead and second wind. It's a bonus action.
Okay.
Uh,
12 healing.
That's nice.
That's the roll. That's max. That's max for you right now.
and that's it.
Mud Pie. Well, you're full health. Just like that.
And I'm gonna try Sacred Flame on D.
Sacred Flame on the final remaining one. It made a save.
Okay.
That one just doesn't like you.
No, he does not.
Zens, can you finish it off with a radiant holy bite? That's a hit.
Uh-oh.
4 fanged damage. 3 radiant, and so it does not explode.
Your teeth are so shiny.
Shiny
Nice job,
holy
guys.
teeth.
You've got zombie
So,
breath.
one sec here. Just
Yeah,
setting something up here.
Zen's burps.
Okay, so, one sec. So there is going to be over here. There is going to be. Oops, that's not the right person. Over there. And over here. And this guy over here. So remember the group that you guys met in the
On the
in the
way here?
bar? Yeah,
Oh, in the bar. Okay.
in the bar, and they're like, "Hey, thanks for killing those husks for us, but these delirium crystals are ours."
No, you are mistaken. See, we saved your life, so you forfeited your claim on this.
We saved our lives. What do you mean? We were going to get the crystals. You guys,
The
we were
husks
going to
would have
kill
killed
those
you.
husks, but you killed them. But you know what? Now you guys are weak. So are you really in the, can you really stand your ground here?
Combat.
I think we're that weird.
I was going to try for
Directly in,
intimidation, but
directly into second combat. Go ahead and roll for initiative.
Oh man.
All's fares in looting and delirium.
Trying to kill
Liza gets to go first.
time to bring out the heavy ordnance.
Billy, if you're speaking, we cannot hear you.
I am sorry, I was muted. Can you describe the noble and the scout, Darren? Like what weapons they're wearing, what
The
kind of
noble's
armor
using
they're wearing?
a rapier, and I think he's wearing a breastplate, which might be good to loot.
Okay.
The scout is wearing leather armor and carries longbow and short sword, and the hedge mage has a dagger.
All right. I am going. I'm using the cause fear scroll I have, and I'm targeting the noble DC. Actually, because it's a DC 13, I think. I'm not going to look it up, but since it's a scroll, it's actually not the same as my spell, but I think it's no less. It's either 13 or
I thought it
higher.
was by the creator, and aren't you the creator?
No, it's by the spell level if it's a scroll,
Oh, weird.
according to the rules.
So what type of saving
But
throw is it?
it is a wisdom save.
Okay. How about 3? Is 3 good?
Yeah. Yeah.
Three's great. Good job.
He is frightened. And she's going to go down here and go prone again. And then, actually, she's not going to go prone. She's just going to go down there and stand up and look at him because she wants to make sure he sees her. And that's the end of her turn.
Okay. This person here is going to shoot Iceheart because Iceheart was the mouthy one. She's going to shoot her bow at Iceheart, hitting Iceheart for 6 points of piercing damage.
Well, I don't like that.
Ouch.
Then she's going to shoot her again. And
Oh,
misses.
shit.
And misses.
Okay.
Mud Pie.
He token browser. Sorry. He will maneuver down here and double check. Yep, that's fine. He'll sacred flame the hedge mage.
Sacred Flame, the Hedge Mage. All right. That is a dexterity saving throw, which she's particularly good at, and she dodged it. Because your DC is 13, right?
Yes, sir. Okay. On my turn.
Zens.
I am going to move 30. And use 8 of my lay on hands on myself.
Don't you take damage when you do that?
No. And so that's the end of my turn.
Ice Heart.
Well, that's annoying. 5, 10, 20, 25. That gets me a good shot on the noble. Away. And I will fire a nice knife at him. 17 to hit.
That's a hit.
He takes 6 points of damage from that. And then there's a DC 13 saving throw.
Yeah, it'll be against both of them, or all three of them. Right?
And it is an 11 on the
11
damage.
Well,
Because I'm mad.
Is it half or 0?
It is 0 or full.
Oh, okay, so I will roll then. The poor noble, well, he dies anyway. So he's gonna die no matter what. He was scared and cold.
Yep.
The scout succeeds, so takes no damage. The hedge mage succeeds and takes no damage.
Only killed one.
These are adventurers, don't you know?
And then I'll flit back up to here, where I'm nice and easy target for everyone to see me.
Voros.
I'm gonna move up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I'm gonna bonus action Blessing of the Raven. Boop.
Uh-ohs.
And I'm gonna attack the mage. Oh man.
That's a miss.
I'm gonna use no, I'm not gonna use inspiration for that. Okay, that's it.
All right, the hedge mage. Are you wearing metal armor?
I am.
She is going to cast Shocking Grasp, which means she gets advantage on her attack roll because you're wearing metal armor. And she still missed. Jesus. Liza. See, I was going to do an AoE, but then you went right in her face.
So Liza gets right up on top of this boulder. And since she's really short, she's just barely looking over Ice Heart's head.
Yeah,
so
she's basically using Ice Heart's horns as a scope.
It's like a prop for her crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's going to take a shot at that hedge mage. And she's going to miss.
That's definitely a miss.
With a nat 1. Then she's going to get back down, and she's going to try to hide behind the rock. And it's unsuccessful.
Yeah, that's a fail.
And she's going to drop concentration on Cause Fear since that character is dead. That's it.
Okay. So you've dropped concentration, which means, of course, Zen doesn't have protection from evil anymore, right? Forgot about that.
No, she was concentrating on Cause Fear. She dropped concentration on Zen's when she cast Cause Fear.
Oh, okay.
Because they're both concentration.
Yeah, I forgot about that. But Zen was in a anyway, so.
I'm still concentrated on Divine Favor unless
The
There was a
scout
gap.
comes over here, gets up on top of those rocks, and shoots at Voros. Missing. And hitting. So the second arrow hits you for 6 points of damage. Mud Pie.
Hmm. I will try a Toll the Dead on the scout.
The scout still has all full hit points.
That's
Make
okay.
a wisdom save and fail. Seven points of necrotic damage. Well, good news. She's not at full health anymore.
Okay, ending turn.
Zens.
You're in trouble now, Scout.
Getting the scout.
That's a hit.
Ooh, nice.
And I
6
am-
piercing damage.
And I am still concentrated on divine favor unless the gap between the two combats was long enough that. No, okay.
I forgot you were concentrating, so I should put that on you to remind me that you're concentrating. So, and
Yeah.
4 divine favor damage, which the scout screams as you suck her life out with holy might.
It's God's will.
It's God's will. Ice Heart.
Targeting the hedge mage. $19 to hit.
That's a hit.
Only 2 damage.
2.
Splitter. End turn.
Voros.
Poke with sword. Nope. Man, I rolled a lot of ones. End turn.
All right, the hedge mage this time, you with metal armor, she knows she's got to get out of here. So she is going to attack you with advantage. And barely missed you. I think it's fair. You have a shield, right? I think if you
Yeah.
block in the shield, I still think you should have got shocked, damn it. But that's not how the rules work. So it's Liza's turn. I guess that's why I have advantage. Yeah, that's right.
Well, I was going to go up there again and shoot her crossbow at that hedge mage. All right.
That's a hit.
And crit damage roll.
14 damage. Wow.
25. What's your plus on the crossbow?
Plus 5.
Five,
So that was
clearly.
enough.
If that was a crit.
Dang. I was like, what the fuck?
Plus 3 for dex, plus 2 for proficiency. So she's
The mage
still
is still
alive.
standing. Holy cow.
Yep.
I'm going to jump down and I'm going to go like right in here and try to hide among this rubble.
The
Okay.
mage was the tank.
That's a success. And the hedge mage is like, you can have the crystals? Mudpie's turn.
I think we should give quarter.
Or remove witnesses.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I have blood all over my face.
No, I think it's too late. I'm going to sacred flame.
I think we should give quarter, but we should make her like turn over all her loot. She might have a good scroll or something.
We'll get that anyways.
I'm here to save my what? Die, bitch.
They attacked first.
They
No,
did.
they didn't. No, they
didn't.
not.
Not at all. I called out for combat.
Okay, so it is a
I was
dex.
muted, but I was as well.
Okay, yeah. So the sacred flame on the hedge mage who has put up her hands in defense. She fails.
Oh, I almost feel bad now. But here we go.
What did you say? I washed my hands for dinner.
See, sometimes there's lag on the. There it goes.
6 points of sacred flame damage as she burns by the sacred flame back to her deity, whoever that may be. You slayed the
Oh,
young
nice.
adventuring group trying to get their first score.
Yeah.
Loot the corpses!
Shoot the corpses.
Okay. So, individually, the one guy had a rapier and a breastplate. Don't know if that's important or not.
I definitely could use that breastplate.
Yeah,
if
the
no one
breastplate
else.
I thought would be worth something for you guys. So,
I could wear it as well, but I've got scale mail on, so it only changes the stealth save. So go for it.
So I use stealth a lot. Okay, I'm gonna grab the breastplate then.
all right. The scout has leather armor, a longbow, short sword, arrows. The
I could
hedge,
use arrows.
the
Sorry.
hedge mage just has a dagger. However, they also have some group loot. They have a potion of healing,
Nice. I'll add it to my inventory.
35 gold,
I'll add that to party treasure.
and 3 delirium chips.
Hmm. Handle with care.
Delirium chips is something that there's actually even in D&D Beyond, by the way.
Oh,
Okay, can we like safely handle this delirium?
Well, it's already in a
Maybe-
little bag, right? Because they've been carrying it.
All right, I'm putting that on the party treasure. Our current party treasure is
3
177
delirium
and
chips.
3 delirium.
Okay,
Shall
so
we-
now that you've killed the husks and the party that was trying to take it from you, you can extract your delirium from this place.
No, I'm almost in tears. Someone shot me.
What? Did you take the
Who?
damage?
Yeah, I took damage. Took 6 points, man. It hurt.
Not even below half health yet. Come on.
It looks
you
like
gotta pick one. I either stand in front of you and that's a good thing, or I don't stand in front of you and that's a good thing. So pick one.
So how do we extract these?
Well, you got the tools, so it just I can't remember how long it takes. Let me see. Extracting the things takes where is it? Huh. Anyway, must be the delirium section. It's probably the delirium section.
Poke, mud pie.
It only
You're
takes
the
a few
healer.
minutes for you guys that to take it.
So my healing magic's better if you're at low health, right? Because I could heal you with short rest abilities.
why don't we can short rest here, right?
we
Not in
can
the
short
area.
rest.
Yeah,
but
we're
I-
not in the area of short
yeah.
rest. So let's rest.
But I can convert a spell slot. So if we do short rest, I will heal someone quick.
So, but don't do any of that yet.
Yeah.
Don't assume that you can do a short rest. Now, are you going to remove the delirium first or attempt to do a short rest instead?
Well, let's remove the delirium, and then I think we should go
Yeah.
return the delirium for the complete the quest. Isn't that what we were supposed to do?
There is no quest. They just said
Oh,
before we give you, you need to prove yourself first. So
Yeah.
maybe you should go into that ruins and go get some delirium. That's not really
Well,
a
do we-
quest. That's just like prove that you can survive
Pre-quest.
the city.
we'll say pre-quest.
I agree with Zenz though. We should get the delirium. Do you think we have
Yeah.
enough to give it to all 3 people?
But I'm bleeding. See,
Oh.
look,
You're okay.
blood.
So it takes about 5 to
Yes.
10 minutes to get the delirium chips and
Just
stuff.
be patient.
So you get 10 delirium chips. By the way, delirium chips are worth 10 gold each.
Okay.
And 6 delirium fragments. Fragments are worth 100 gold.
Damn.
The 3 that the other guys had were chips, right?
Yes, chips.
Gotta get
And how
that
many
plate
fragments?
armor.
How many fragments did you say we got?
10 delirium chips from what you just took out, and 3 delirium fragments. The fragments are worth 100. The The chips are worth 10. As a reminder, selling them, you can probably only get half price, but
Using them for their intended purpose.
depends on what your intended purposes are. But there's lots of purposes. Yes.
And can you can barter with them? Is that right? At value.
Depending on the place. Yep. Depending on what
Okay.
you're buying. Depending where you're going. You see, the Holy Order of whatever the Silver Order believe that all delirium should be destroyed, and they're evil.
Yeah.
The cultists that are kind of off of that, they believe they're sacred and should be all should go to them. The wizards want them for their magical purposes and wants everyone to fuck off and leave them alone so they can research this
Which is
delirium
correct.
and use magic.
The
correct
natural enemies of the paladins, though, right? The Silver Order, so the mages and the paladins want absolutely the opposite things.
They have an accord.
I'm looking at the two wizards in the group that were suckling up to the paladins, but yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Well, it wasn't them sucking up the paladins; it was Mud Pie. The Queensmen love delirium because they're worth lots of money.
Yeah.
And the hooded lanterns, the guards that are trying, the former guards of this place, delirium is a means to an end. Sometimes they sell it to get supplies so they can keep, trying to take the city back. So they don't really care about the politics of the delirium. So that's kind of like the 5 different views of them.
Do you guys think we collected enough to satisfy the three guys we talked to?
I don't know what time of day.
Probably not. Bleed.
Well, we could take
Okay.
a short rest.
Here's 2 points. You can have my remaining 2 points of lay on hands. Is that enough?
No. Save those.
Save those.
That's a sacred resource.
Yeah, let's have a resource management discussion here, right?
If we're leaving, why do my resources matter?
But why are we leaving? We just got here.
I think the option is if we take a short rest.
If we leave and we get the delirium back, then we can start an actual quest that isn't the pre-quest.
Oh, okay. So this is just sort of like a dip in and dip out thing.
You really think this is going to be enough to satisfy them?
Is it delirium? Did he ask for a specific amount? It is.
Well, we want to
delirium.
make a good impression, though, don't we? Bleed.
Why don't we take a short rest and take one more try looking for more? We got kind of lucky the first time. Maybe we get lucky again.
I'm good. I'm down with that.
Well, let's take a short rest and use hit dice, which is
Let
also
me go over here and patch my wound.
Okay, so
Right.
you guys are going to attempt a short rest. Is that my
That is
understanding?
correct.
But first, I will give
No.
cure wounds to.
No, save it. I'll use a hit die.
I will
Okay.
give cure wounds to Voros.
So you're
Because according to my hit point tracker, he's lower than you are. 14 of 20. Yes.
But I'm better.
Anyways,
Love it.
there.
Wow,
thank
nice.
you, Mud Pie.
And then I'll use Harness Divine Power to use the Channel Divinity and get the spell slot back.
Okay, if you're attempting a short rest, all of you get to check for an encounter, which the 5 of you get to roll a d20, and if any of you roll a 1, there's an encounter.
Good.
I rolled
Don't
a
have an
lot of
encounter.
ones.
So remember, it's the die in the bottom left-hand corner where you can custom roll.
I had a 1, but also a 9.
What if
Why-
one of us
Why did you have an
isn't
advantage? You don't
short
have an
rest?
advantage.
I
Doesn't
didn't have
matter.
advantage.
You're spending an hour, which means all of you roll a d20.
Mm-hmm. No, I had a 1 and a 9, making a 19.
Oh.
There we got a 20, so we got advantage if we get a 1.
There's still one person that hasn't rolled yet.
Like mine didn't come through. Oh,
Sometimes I notice it takes like up to like 6 seconds for it to go.
Oh, weird. Could be connection issues. What'd you roll? Did you roll a 1?
no, 15.
Okay. Then, finally comes through. Go ahead and take your short rest.
Oh, good. I feel I've made the blood stop.
I gotta say, after playing several casters in a row that got nothing from short rests, and now being a fighter, short rests are awesome. So should we try to look for some more crystals?
Yes, we didn't stay out here for nothing else. We should probably bury these bodies in one of the building. And by bury, I mean you guys should drag the bodies into the building so that they
Well,
don't
you've already
stay
spent
human.
an hour around them, and luckily none of them had any contamination, so they didn't come
Ooh.
back as husks to kill you.
Yep.
What if we just threw them next to these dead husks? Anyone who stumbles onto
That
them will
makes
just think they
sense.
killed each other.
I like that plan.
Hey, the noble guy didn't have a shield, did he?
No.
I did grab that rapier if you needed it.
I don't need no rapier.
Say that now.
I think I have a knife or maybe a
So
staff.
your plan is everyone. I only saw one heal roll, so it's weird.
Yeah, I gave Voros like
A lot of hit points.
yeah, like you should be max. Like I'm
Okay.
looking.
Okay. Just I know the short rest thing in D&D Beyond is sometimes a little confusing, so I don't know. Maybe you guys didn't roll, or if none of you
I was
did,
already at full
fine.
health. Yeah.
And okay. So are you going home or looking for more delirium?
More.
If you're looking for more
Delirium.
delirium, I will need Arcana, Investigation, Survival checks, or as default, Perception and Stealth to avoid monsters.
Bad roll.
Okay, I
Good rolls in
see
there.
3 successes and 2 fails, which means you succeeded, so you're going to find some delirium, but
With the
failed
monsters.
because you're going to get some monsters. Okay,
Nice.
now if I remember right, there's certain ones at your level that I'm supposed to give you so you don't die.
If we come across your wife, you gotta let me know, Mud Pie, because I won't recognize her.
I don't even know. All I know is tentacles are sprouting through her face. So
That seems to
don't
be a
do
very
things like
common thing. So you might
But she's
recognize her face. I won't.
I'll do my best.
She's definitely a woman, right? She looks like a woman. So
Yeah,
if
she
it's
used
a
to have purple and orange hair.
okay, I got it.
Did you
I
used
got
to
it.
have hair?
Yes, I did.
So she might not have hair now?
Well, I didn't transform into a tentacle-faced thing either, so I don't know. But that's how I remember her. Tentacles and hair.
Tentacles and hair.
Hey, I see some hairy things down there.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. I'll have to set this up as you guys come across a pack of ratlings. Ratlings, by the way, are not were-rats.
My God.
That is good, because otherwise we would all be ratlings.
They're rats that got corrupted and turned sentient.
Oh, poor them.
Go ahead and roll for initiative.
Oh no, I got corrupted and became a god. Oh no.
Hey, sometimes, some of those mutations are pretty cool.
Another one. I'm coming back as a halfling.
Mud pot. Oh, I'm going to totally. Yeah, I can't keep track of 10 of them individually. C, D, E, F. As long as I get at least under 26 of them, it'll be fine.
If you're sending 26 of them at us at this level, we're in trouble.
H, I, and J. All right, that makes it a little bit simpler. Go ahead, Mud Pie. Do you have Fireball?
I'm gonna go for the Toll the Dead, since rats probably skitter quickly. And Sacred Flame would be less good. So Toll the Dead on A.
Toll the Dead on A, which is a wisdom saving throw, because you think they are less wise than they are agile. Roll for damage. 3 points of radiant damage. It squeaks in pain.
Okay. And I will actually move myself over here and enter.
Zens.
Okay. Moving to here. Yep. And I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay, watch the concentration. Is that a bonus action? I think you still have an action left.
And I'm going to dodge.
Dodge. Wow, make it really hard to hit you. Ice Heart.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Please respect the walls. If you're planning
30.
on, hitting something
Oh.
back here.
Oh, God, no. I was never going to think that.
Okay.
There's no way I could get through that wall. I am going to ready in action that if one of these rat can become a clear shot for me, I will shoot it at that point.
Okay.
I'm not shooting the party members now. See?
Now
I'm
look at
being
that.
nice.
You're learning. I only takes from dead's people. I is nice. Liza.
So Liza is going to click off the measuring stick and jump up on top of this rock, and she is going to shoot B. So
Shoot at
she's
B.
elevated, so I don't know if Zen's isn't give the cover or not, but she's going to
Yeah.
shoot at B with her crossbow.
Give a shot. Find out what happens.
Actions.
That's a hit. 6 points of piercing damage, and the rat squeaks and dies.
Okay.
You squeaked it to death.
Zen's feels a little safer
Yeah.
all of a sudden.
Spend the resources.
She's gonna come over here and kind of go prone amongst all this rubble and kind of like low crawl up to that spot there.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make a stealth check using nimble escape as a hide, and probably just fails. And that's the end of her turn.
Voros.
Oh wow, I beat them with a 1.
Yes, I got a 0.
5.
Oh, you know why? Because I
10.
forgot to actually click the. It's like I can't get a 0. I have high dex. I forgot to roll
Yeah.
initiative for them. So that's what happens.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
forgot to roll initiative. No. I'm not going to. It's too late now. I just realized I forgot to roll. So they put them at the bottom. Silly me.
Um, I'm gonna shoot my bow at A.
Shoot your bow at A.
A what?
That's a miss.
I'm gonna action surge and shoot again.
It comes back at a short rest.
That is also a miss.
And that's it.
Okay. Here comes the rats. This one jumps over here, moves to about there.
Ooh,
attacks.
that's about.
Oh, yeah.
That's clear
Ice
shot.
Heart, go ahead.
See, I held off. 20 to hit.
That's a hit.
1 point of damage. Again, I'm
Damage.
trying not to hurt people.
Yeah. Well, this one goes here and it tries to bite Zens with disadvantage. Oh, no, not disadvantage. Just you have a higher AC right now. That's a miss.
I'm also dodging.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. This one moves to here. Has now pack tactics, so it cancels out the dodge. And
Pack tactics,
21.
right.
What's your AC right now? I believe
21.
21. It hits you. So you take 4 points of piercing damage, and it has to make a Constitution save for concentration.
Right.
You're fine. This one goes to here. Attacks with pack tactics. Hit again.
Rude.
4 points of damage and make another Constitution save. You're fine. This one goes to here. Eventually had a miss, right?
Oh, please, yeah.
We could have used like caltrops or tangle.
I have them in my inventory.
Oh, that one would have hit if you didn't have your Shield of Faith. This one goes to here. Uses a bonus action. Hides. So then gets an advantage when it sneaks out here and attacks Voros with a sling.
It's sling.
Oh,
There's a
bastard.
rat with a sling.
Rats with
Yeah.
slings. Voros barely got missed. This one does a double move. This one goes to here and makes another stealth check to hide as a bonus action. Succeeds and then pops out to attack Voros with advantage. And barely misses again. Mud Pie.
Mud Pie will do the Toll the Dead on A.
Toll the Dead on A has to make a wisdom saving throw. He succeeds.
Okay, and he will healing word sense.
7.
Puts me at 21 for the trackers.
Ending turn.
How are you guys tracking? Just doing the math individually?
Oh
Yeah, I'm just using the HP area.
yeah, please. Well, I don't know. It's up to you, right? But if you do your
Well, why
character
wouldn't you be
sheet,
using your character sheet healing? If you're not,
Right.
you're doing it wrong. Because I see
No,
that.
yeah, and
I meant
can
how
too.
are we tracking each other's? Like I was asking Mudpie how we saw other people's hit points.
Oh, I have everyone's character sheet up on a tab, so I just refresh, and then you see their
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so if I'm casting healing, it's usually only when they're at 0. So.
Oh, no one expects you to save their lives, Billy.
Yeah.
I do save lives. I do save lives. But that's all.
You're
I
a
do.
sharpshooter. Just keep shooting.
Okay, it's Zen's turn.
All right, A.
That's a hit. I like to point out that this ratling took 3 hits before it died.
Yeah. I'm not
It is
excited
tough
about that.
and impressive.
And now they're going to get advantage, everybody.
Most impressive.
All right, that's the end of my turn.
You're going to lose your concentration? Is that why? Oh, because you don't have the dodge, right?
I didn't
Ice
dodge.
Heart.
I kind of want to do one thing, but it hurt my friend. I used the term with very big air quotes. So instead, I will Ray of Frost C.
Ray of Frost C.
I mean, if you think that Ice Knife is going to
11.
drop 3 or 4 of them, then do it.
11's a miss.
All right, done.
It's a good thing he didn't
No, it
use
was.
Ice
I was going to use Thunder Wave.
Oh.
Liza.
Liza stands up and then moves 15. And then she is going to go with Green Flame Blade on C. So, dagger attack.
That's a hit.
So 4 on C, and then 3. If I or E, if either of them are injured, I'm going to
Neither
put on
are.
the injured one. What's that? If they're not, then I'm going with E.
E. E takes 3 damage, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm debating doing this because I'm going to take a ton of attacks if I do, I'm sure. Actually, I'll hold off. I think you can hold off one more round, Zens. So I'll
I think
just
I
end my
can.
turn.
We'll see.
I'll hit you with protection from good and evil next turn. I
Voros.
was going to sanctuary you this turn, but I'm too close to do that.
I drop my longbow, grab the rapier, and I poke C. Oh,
That's a miss.
and that is it.
That's 3 misses in a row.
I know. I've been rolling wonderfully tonight.
All right, this one attacks, actually turns to attack Voros with advantage. Hits for 4 points of piercing damage. This one attacks Zens with advantage. Misses. This one attacks Voros with advantage. Hits for 4 points of piercing damage. Where am I at? I'm at. This one attacks Zens with advantage. Hits for 4 points of damage, and he'll have to make a concentration save. You're fine.
Nice.
This one attacks Zen with advantage. Misses. This one charges down to here and attacks Voros with advantage. Misses. This one attacks Voros with advantage. Hits for 4 points of damage. And finally, this one goes to here and attacks Voros with advantage. Hits for 4 points of damage. Ooh, Voros wobbly. Mud pie.
Voros is hurt. Oh, this is very stressful for a melee person. I'll do the Toll the Dead and C.
Toll the Dead on a C, which is a wisdom save, which he failed. You do a D12 damage on that one.
Okay. Oh, custom.
And that one dies. It heard the bell.
And a healing word on Voros for 10.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ending turn.
That'll do it.
Zens.
See, if I would have healed Ice Heart before the short rest, that wouldn't have happened.
And as a player, I said, no, if we're taking the short rest, I'll just bleed over here in the corner.
19. Which one are you biting?
F, sorry.
That's a hit. 4
All right.
points of damage on that one. Okay.
And I'm going to heal for that 4.
Yeah. Suck the blood out of the ratling's neck.
Kind of wish I had fog cloud.
Don't forget, if you're at half or less, you get advantage on your attacks.
Yeah, I wasn't anywhere near it.
No.
He keeps getting healed.
Yeah. And that's the end of my turn.
Ice Heart.
I'm going to target F.
Okay.
This is a gully that's right beside me.
A bit of a ditch.
All right. I'll use my flitter to, before I cast the spell, move there. I may be doing that wrong. I better check that. I might be only leveled spells. 22 to hit.
Yep.
Oops, ignore that. I clicked the wrong spot. 6 points of cold. And I
These things don't
am
explode.
done. I better check that ability.
Liza.
All right. Liza is casting protection from good and evil on Voros.
Okay. I believe
First
that's a
level.
concentration.
Yep. And I hit cast. I don't. I don't know what it does when I hit cast. So I'm just going to
It,
take off the
it
slot.
removes one of your spell slots, I thought, but
Yep.
Actually, I have to take off the slot and then I can hit cast. Oh no.
I
Wait
think
a
you're
minute.
doing it backwards.
I am doing it backwards. All right, let me delete
Empty
all my.
means full spells.
Empty
Okay.
good.
Yeah, it's the opposite of Foundry.
Okay, so I cast Protection from Evil and Good on Voros, hoping these guys are aberrations. If they are, they get disadvantage, and
They're
I
not.
will. Okay, well then that was a waste.
Maybe they're
of spell.
fairy.
I will disengage
Okay.
as a bonus action and back up twice, 2 spaces.
All right.
And that's the end of my turn.
Voros.
I'm going to attack E.
All right.
Oh my god.
That's a miss. Have you hit yet?
Nope.
Inspiration?
No, I wanted to save it. I was debating. I'm gonna go ahead and use second
It's
The
wind.
last. It's the last fight of the night, and then we get inspiration next game. Just so you
Second
know.
wind.
All right.
Go ahead.
Well, wait. They're right. I'm gonna use inspiration and attack with a rapier again
Okay.
on E.
That's
16.
a hit. Look at you go.
Hell yeah.
You kill E.
And now I'm gonna second wind. Awesome.
3.
But you killed something.
Yep. End turn.
Okay, this one is going to provoke an attack of opportunity from Zens as they are retreating. That's a hit.
Oh,
That's probably a crit.
10 damage. That one sacrificed itself so its friends could live. Probably not what he's thinking. This one is going to provoke an attack attack from Voros.
I'm gonna take it.
You are going to take it? Okay.
Yeah.
That's a hit. Four points of damage. It lives.
I guess I was hurt. I should save it.
Mud Pie. You can't see them because they're around the corner of the building.
I don't know. Can I grab myself?
You can just let them go.
Yeah, we can let them go. We got crystals to collect, right?
Yeah.
They're experience points.
Sure.
But H is within range, and I can't just let it go, so I'll try and
Yeah.
pull it down.
It's the ice heart that keeps singing "Let It Go." All right, wisdom save. A
No,
1.
this is
How
ice
about a
heart.
1? Can I get a 1?
It would be don't let them go.
All right.
You rolled a 1?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see if this makes a difference.
It's wounded, so you get the D12.
Oh.
It doesn't matter. It had a hit point left.
Oh.
It heard the bell and dies.
Plus 3 XP. Nice.
Zens.
Oh, no. I can't make it to them, I don't think.
Let them go.
Yeah, well, it's 4. No. Yes, let them go.
Ice heart.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30? Can I see any of them? You said the ditch wasn't
I,
that deep.
J, G. You can see G, but G is obviously got
Okay.
cover.
So I will shoot at and try to slow him down so my friends can catch up and kill him. 19.
That's a hit.
3 points of cold.
3 points of damage, but you slowed it down.
Yep. Oh, you thought you were getting away, did you? I'm done.
Liza.
So I very rarely get this spell, but I've got it right now because got it as a subclass. I'm casting magic missile, one on each of them.
Okay.
So I don't remember how you play, Darren, because I've never actually.
It's one of the few house rules that I think almost everyone uses for magic missile is a die per missile, which is actually a house rule because by written it's a D4 plus 1 for all of your missiles.
I think this is the first time I've actually used this spell in one of your games. 4 on G.
4 on G. Okay.
2 on I.
2 on I, which kills it.
And 4 on J.
And 4 on J. Okay.
And that's her turn.
Voros.
Unless we're doing this, I'm going to attack Jay with the longbow. Swap out the weapons.
That's a hit.
Hey, now you hit. Bang.
Ah.
That's it.
All right.
Only one left.
And he, with 1 hit point, jumps down into the
No.
sewers.
Oh, there are sewers here.
Actually, no. Actually, you're right. There wouldn't be sewers in the outside. It would be only in the inside walls. There is sewers in the inside walls, but not the outside. Anyway, it gets away.
Damn it.
But you found some delirium.
Woohoo!
So let's see. You guys were urban exploration. You got 3 successes on delirium, which means 10 delirium chips. We're 10 gold each. And that's where we're obviously going to end it for tonight. I hope that you guys got a good feel of this campaign.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Darren, I'm really liking maps.
I'm glad.
I really like it.
I'm glad. I mean, there's advantages and disadvantages for both. One thing I like about it is that you talk more.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it feels more like a role-playing game to me.
That's like a video game.
Yeah.
I like the games I'm using Foundry as well, but I really do like using I do like maps. I think I prefer it, to be honest.
The one thing I
that.
wish maps had was a chat log, because I've been throwing chats into Discord, but
yeah, I know. There it is. I mean, they were constantly improving it, right? So I mean, they didn't have the pointer, they didn't have the measuring stick, they didn't have the fog of war things that I've been using. They didn't have the hide tokens at the beginning, so they're constantly improving it. So I'm looking forward to the improvements, and every time they do something, I'm impressed. Like that ruler, I'm sorry, it's so simple and it's awesome.
Yep, it does exactly what it needs to do, and that's good.
Yeah, exactly. And the pointer, you know what? I think I like this better than the pinging, because you can do things like this, like all around here. You can't do that with pinging.
Well, you can. It just looks really bad.
Yeah.
I do think this is it simulates like a pen and paper tabletop better, I think, than Foundry does.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying, like you were saying, you guys can move the tokens just like if you were sitting at the table and you move the tokens, you know.
Yeah. So I think that they put a lot of thought into this to make it simple and intuitive. And I heard, I mean, just watching the videos and so on, that the 3D one's similar. But we'll see. I mean, that's like 6 to 8 months away, but we'll see about that. Anyway, guys, I had a blast. I was only nervous until we started, then I was fine. Once we started, it was like back on my game. So I hope you guys had a blast, and I already can't wait till next week.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, this is awesome. Thank you, Darren.
Yep.
Thanks, Darren.
Thank you, guys.
And thanks, guys. Have a good week.
All right. Take care.